All right, we're online. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how exciting. We're here. We're online again. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I've got nothing to share. I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to see who's online. Hi.
Hello.
My audio is super coming through the wrong output. Hold on. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Start.
There we go. We're good. We're good. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sick. Hey, what's up? What are you all doing in here?
Inhaling sand.
Yeah?
For how to get to the Ender farm so I can mend my Elytra.
I can show you.
I'm building a riverboat.
Where are you building a riverboat?
In the at the dock that is between my base and New Thesia.
Oh, that's a great place for a riverboat. It's like that level from Mario Kart.
I don't know which one. Delfino Plaza?
No, Donkey Kong has a riverboat in
Oh, I don't
fucking
know
Super
that
Mario
one.
Mario Kart 64.
Oh, you know, the only Mario Kart 64 I played was with you, and I have only bad feelings about that game because of that one that I got lost. Do you remember?
Oh no, I don't.
That stupid one that has 1,000 branching paths and doesn't clearly notate what direction you're supposed to go.
Yes!
It's awful.
Oh my gosh, that's Yoshi's Valley. Literally,
Yeah, I hate
literally, Jess, Yoshi's Valley doesn't know the right way to go either. So it's actually kind of funny what that level does. So you know how the levels have position indicators that tell you what position you're in relative to the other players, you know, first, second, third, etc.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Valley actually just represents everyone as a question mark, and it just makes it up.
Ugh.
Because it literally, the track is so sinuous and complicated that it doesn't know what place anybody is in at a given time.
How did they think that was okay?
I think it's a great level.
Yeah, it's very creative and I hate it.
Yeah. But in the remakes, they put that level in some of the later Mario Kart games where they remade levels, and those ones are smart enough to know who's in first place. So that's sort of my Mario Kart trivia for the night. Chandler, where are you at? I could show you where the end farm is.
I'm in Thesia's rail station.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly where you should be. Yeah, I'll show you.
Also, where do you get more fireworks?
Oh, here. You don't want to just grab you a clutch of them real quick?
Oh my god, the people are revving their engines outside again.
No, rev up those fryers.
Oh my god. So here's the story of this one dude. All right.
Okay,
So
I would love the story of this one dude.
Most of the revving around my immediate neighborhood is done by this one dude on like a crappy little like dirt bike type motorcycle thing, right? It's like definitely not like a full ass motorcycle, right? And he's always alone, right? So when I picture someone just vroom, 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 revving all the time, right? What I would picture is either someone with friends who
Yeah.
they're all revving together and enjoying the camaraderie of being assholes, right?
Like you
Being
do,
real
yeah.
loud.
Yeah, for sure.
But like together, right? Or I picture one asshole with a shit-eating grin on his face, like, haha, look how cool I am. This man is neither of those things. He's always alone, and he's always got a perfectly straight face, like he feels nothing. I'm like, why? You don't even fucking derive joy from this. Like, what are you doing? Why? I hate him so much.
That's so sad. It's just maybe like once upon a time, like it did like spark something in him, right? And now he's just like he revs the engine. You know, he hears like the big. Yeah, he hears the big, you know, engine revving and the cylinders turning and the combustion going, and he just like sighs and he's like, "This does nothing for me anymore." And like
He should sell his bike and shut up and leave me alone.
How
'cause
often
it's
does he
awful to
do it?
record in this all the time, almost every day, whenever it's nice weather. Like
That-
all the time.
that's how bad he's got it. Like he's really trying. He's like,
Oh my God.
he's like maybe today will be the day.
Here's the thing, though. I hate him. I hate him so much. It happens all the time. I'm like I'll try to do a sound check. I'll try to record something and just. I'm like, I live in a society.
Hey Jess, what noise does it make? Nice.
Shut up.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate sort of fact of having to share space with other like humans.
Yo, I hate them though.
All
You
right.
should stop making me share my space with them. I also live here. and
Well,
I think it's just not
either
fair.
they have to go or you have to go. And I think I know which way it's gonna be.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna do an assassination today, but well,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, you said no confessing to crimes on stream. I'm
I
sorry, that
did-
was your one rule. That was,
I
like,
mean,
your
that's really
literal
for
rule.
your benefit, not like mine.
I guess
You know,
that's fair.
that's sort of a you problem if you openly confess to a crime on a recorded medium. Like that's on you,
Let's go fill Moomin Valley with crime.
right?
Oh, speaking of which, not really speaking of which. Sorry, this was a tangent that only made sense in my brain. But
No, yeah, send it.
But I've caught up on the Sarah Zed videos.
What, like all of them?
Well, not all of them, but I'm getting there. But because they're really good to put on while grinding in the other
Oh,
world.
yeah, for sure.
But I watched all of the recent ones, like all of the recent ones. So I now know about the McElroys and the Lorax villain.
The one
whatever.
slur.
The one slur.
Oh wow. I feel like I mean,
I learned a lot.
Weren't you on Tumblr during ground zero of the one slur?
I feel like I was, but maybe I just didn't follow any of the people who, like, I mean, because I remember a lot of like the super Hulock stuff, right? But like,
Yeah.
I don't think I followed any Onceler people.
I see.
I don't know though.
What?
Sarah Zed explains it far, far better than I ever could.
I'm confused.
Sarah
Be-
Zed is a YouTube
it like
video
a
essayist
super-
who will explain this.
I think I kind of understood what the Super Hulock thing was. Is this just another Tumblr thing? Where
It is a thing that occurred on Tumblr, yeah.
why do people have this fascination?
So basically, the film adaptation of The Lorax featured a character named the Onceler, right? Who many viewers found very dashingly attractive because he is. But the thing is, there are no other characters in the film adaptation of The Lorax that are even like remotely fuckable. So instead, they just started making a bunch of different versions of the Onceler to pair with himself.
What the fuck?
Look, that's just how it is. I'm in no position to judge. I think the internet's a beautiful place, and people are very creative. But yeah, that's the Onceler. Just Google some pics of him. He's an animated character.
I think I won't.
Your loss. All right. But
Maybe I'll watch the movie at some point.
yeah.
I'll understand.
Really recommend the film. I can't say film adaptation, can I? I'm having a lot of trouble with that phrase. Yeah, go ahead and watch it. It's a good movie. It's a decent flick. It's pretty good. I haven't watched it, but I did watch like a 40-minute video about it with Chandler once. But yeah. So Chandler,
Seen the movie.
oh, you have seen
It's
it.
not very. Yeah, it's not very good. I
Yeah,
watched
just-
it while I was babysitting.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you honestly, if you really want to know the lowdown of what this fella is all about, like Jess says, you should watch the Sarah Zed video.
Alright.
So Chandler, is all of your equipment armor healed?
Yeah, it's fully mended.
Fully mended? That's the term, mended. Yeah, I was gonna say healed, but that's not sort of what you do to armor. So, okay,
Heal
chill.
the armor. You mend the armor.
Heal thy armor. Okay, we can head out then.
Okay.
If you are ready. I'll show you the way out.
You guys going to tour the obsidian thing?
I mean, I think it would be cool. Yeah, if we all want to make...
I'm gonna be farming the sand for a while, but
Okay, hey, I mean, you do you. But, yeah, Jess, do you have any interest... Excuse me. Do you have any interest in touring the Obsidian Domain?
We doing it now, or are we waiting for? I don't know if anyone else is coming tonight.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's give it a hot min, because I think Dan or Ben might be signing in.
Yeah.
now I'd be done inhaling sand. I'm going to
I mean,
ingest this entire desert.
how much sand are you going for?
Do you know how many inventories full of sand this build requires?
I don't.
I've built stuff with glass. I understand you. One of my first builds in Minecraft was a giant arboretum, so I feel
Can someone
you.
sleep so I don't have to deal with mobs?
I don't have a bed near me.
I was wondering if anyone did. I can fly to mine, but I don't want to stop.
I
Sand.
probably have a decent amount of glass that I could donate to your cause.
I mean, I'm going through it pretty efficiently. Unless you, like, don't have any glass plans, I'm good.
I don't generally keep glass plans, I will admit. Alright, Chandler, you good?
Yeah, thanks.
Anyone
Okay.
sleeping?
No problem. If you ever need help getting back there, just let me know. It's kind of a not super direct route, I understand.
Here, I'm sleeping.
Nice.
Boat, 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 boat.
So,
What do we want? Boat. When do we want it? Boat.
This place has become so different than when I was active on the server. Every
Yeah.
time I come here now, I'm like overwhelmed because
Yeah.
Rob's like the only person who knows this entire server.
yeah, correct.
Because he's the only one who's been active on it for
Yeah.
its entirety.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
my role in this sort of requires that I am.
Sorry, what were you gonna say before?
Oh, I mean, I was just talking about how, so I got held up a little bit, like I do every week. Because, so Chandler wanted to watch HBO Max, right? There's a Batman the Animated Series on there. Very cool. They have good stuff on that HBO Max. And my parents have an HBO subscription, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just hack my dad's account because he uses the same username and password for everything. Now, HBO Max does not make it super easy to sign in on the TV, right? It's like, oh, just go to this URL and put in this code, and I'm like, yeah, okay, every TV app does that. What's up, Chandler?
I said, "Hello, Willow, baby. I love
Oh
you."
my
She
God,
came up to visit.
Is Willow there?
Yeah. She's snuggling me and she licked my arm.
Can you pet her for me?
Yeah, I'm petting her. She's
Thank
a good
you.
girl.
She's such a good
She
girl.
wishes you were petting her too.
Yeah, but you know what? She needs quality time with her mama. She loves
Literally
you.
has me all day. You're only home in the evenings, Rob.
Look.
Oh, also, Rob, I
Yeah.
text Lars. He says he's interested, and he needs to see it at some point.
Is he for real?
Yes.
Wow, that's all it took to win the Lars vote. Incredible. I had no idea it would be that easy. But Anyway, point is, I tried logging into my dad's account, but two-factor authentication is a thing that a lot of accounts are using these days. So I got confronted with a code that I could
Even
not.
your dad was using it.
Well, I mean, you know how 2FA works, right? You put in the
Yeah.
password, right? So, I mean, that would just happen regardless. And I mean, maybe if I was like really good at guessing, I could have guessed the 6 digits
Here.
of the 2FA code. That would be what? A 1 in 6 digits is 100. So it'd be a 1 in a million shot. That's not too bad. I could probably swing that. Like, how hard could that be? So yeah, anyway, my dad probably got a pretty sus text like half an hour ago. And he might I guess the bottom the bottom line of this story is that he might call me at any moment. So we'll see if that happens.
Come on. What the? I just clipped into the geometry and it just sucked me in and took half my health. I was lucky I managed to escape it.
What were you doing?
Flying around the elytra. And it wasn't impact damage. It was I got stuck in a wall and it started suffocating me to death.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, if bullshit like that happens, like, you know, you're not responsible for that death, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, it still feels dumb. I bought UV resin today, and I did some resin crafts. It came out
You
okay.
got the wrong type of resin. I was like, oh, nice. But I mean, also still nice, but different type of nice.
I got, you know what?
What did you say about the UV resin? Did you say that was the wrong kind of resin?
No. I thought of the incorrect resin, not what you were talking about, but something that one would get if one has a medical card or could otherwise legally obtain said resin.
Oh! You mean marijuana?
Yes,
Like a
that one would have.
dab.
Yeah, yes, like a legal
Wow.
medicinal.
I probably should at least start with the bud first, right? I think that if I've never even touched this stuff, that would be a bit intense.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I would probably either say that or
Go
an
through the
edible.
resins, yeah.
No,
Quotes.
the jewelry.
Hmm?
I made jewelry.
Yes,
I didn't.
that sounds nice.
But what if you made jewelry out of dabs?
That sounds fragile and sticky.
I was thinking sticky.
To be
And it
fair,
really smell unpleasant too, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on what your strain is, I guess.
Oh, I got live resin. It's really interesting because, like, normally when you dry weed, you're like a lot of THC and other things will evaporate off when it dries. With
Mhm.
live resin, you either freeze or just immediately extract from the plant right after you harvest so that nothing goes to waste in the dab.
what makes the resin live?
That's what makes it live. It's just what it's called. I don't
Living.
know.
Like yeast. No, I'm just kidding. Ignore me.
It's fresh. I don't know.
I mean, Chandler and I have been
Weed screens are all really stupid. I think the naming is more of, I don't know. I don't name things.
Here, hang on.
Chandler and I have been feeding our fish live food, so that's what I think of. That's what comes to mind for me.
No, yeah,
Oh,
it's all.
yeah. So no, it just means plant material that hasn't been dried or cured. It doesn't explain why it's called that specifically.
I don't know if I talked about this last week, but Chandler and I got pea puffers.
Oh. Yes, you did talk about them and how they're adorable and the best.
They're really cute. Yeah. So we feed them live brine
Big pain in
shrimp.
my side.
For now, they're gonna grow up and then they'll be self-sufficient. They'll go get a job and move out, and then you'll be sorry. But they will visit once a year, and they'll grow up so fast. It's like you never even knew. And Chandler, we're
They,
gonna be
they've been only accepting live food,
yeah.
and I bought a hatchery to make more live food, and they were like, "No, we don't want that live food, actually."
Yeah, animals be like that.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So I finally got them to take something that wasn't a live adult brine shrimp this evening. I had some frozen brine shrimp I just bought, and I combined it with some garlic guard fish appetizer, and that they took.
To be
I
fair,
literally told Rob that if they turned their nose up at that, I was gonna take them back to the pet shop because I ain't having that. Not in my house.
to be
I have
fair,
tried them on like 5 different foods.
I will also eat most foods covered in garlic butter. Like just personally, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that. How the heck am how
Oh, I love fucking garlic butter on my ice cream. That stuff's
Carl, you're fucking kidding with this shit, right?
nah.
Wait, okay, no, shut up. You're actually kidding, right? Garlic butter on
What?
garlic butter on ice cream, you're like actually like for real kidding, right?
I'd try that. I'd eat
No,
that.
stop. No, shut up. Carl?
You ever heard that weird thing Burger King did where they put bacon in a milkshake?
Buddy, what?
Oh well, that's actually really good because bacon goes really well with caramel because of saltiness.
Bro, what?
I've had that at Five Guys. That's legit. I don't know about the other thing,
Burger
but
King.
This one
Bacon.
place. I went to this one place in Boston and they had celery flavored ice cream.
I don't wanna. I wouldn't fuck with that one.
Actually,
No, thank you.
actually, this looks like it fucks.
Celery?
No, the Burger King
Oh.
bacon ice cream actually.
Oh.
And look, I'm not all about like bacon culture or whatever,
No,
right?
same.
That's like not that ain't me, right?
No, it just legitimately goes with salted caramel pretty
This
well.
looks pretty good. Yeah, and it is a
Getting to
salted
the creative
caramel.
world.
I'm not even really into all of that. I just kind of wanted to disturb you.
Okay, now what's this celery ice cream you're going on about? Who sells that? What's the proprietor of this?
I think it's a place in Boston.
Chandler, what's up?
What's the command for world creative again?
That's it. /world creative. You got it.
It said unknown command.
Did you
/world
slash-
creative. And there's a
Is
space
it the
between
wrong slash?
there's a space between world and creative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it, girl.
There's a space between world and creative. Sorry, it just like that seems weird to me.
I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, the celery ice cream looks fine. I would try it. I would try.
Celery in my soup.
Dude,
I-
I had like one flavor of ice cream that was really good that I didn't was like they had like burnt caramel, which was like
That sounds nice.
a little bit of I don't know.
You
more of a
burnt my
rich-
shake.
Oh,
Shake.
Where'd you get burnt caramel?
another place in Boston. I think it's like J and J's
Oh my
or J and B's.
Gosh, Boston sounds very cool.
It is very cool.
Boston is
city.
nice.
Austin has like recently, especially there's this one like really high end area where my dad was working, and like within the like past 6 years, there's like always been multiple cranes there, and the buildup is like insane. Austin's doing really good.
Damn, okay.
Hello.
Good for Boston. Is Ben in voice chat now?
Voice chat.
Is Josh in voice chat? Josh, I know you're in voice chat, bud.
My microphone was turned down.
Are you kidding me right now?
And then I realized that as I
It's actually
looked on the
cool.
Dine map to come stalk you.
Stop.
Here.
You have violated the law. Wow. Rude ass
Do you want more
motherfucker.
pizza?
Girl, I am
This is
wicked on the
towering.
fence.
I know, that's why I didn't immediately put the second one in.
Like, fuck, if you made another pizza, I would eat it, is sort of the story there.
Can you send me one?
You know I would, girl. For sure.
Just FedEx me a pizza.
I'll overnight
Me
you a
too.
pizza. Honestly,
All of us.
legit, what would be more effective is if I just DoorDashed one to your address.
I was gonna say, I mean, if you know their address, you could probably order
Yeah.
one with a card online.
Which, like, that is a real thing I could do for you, because I do love you.
Well, I know your address now.
Yeah, you do.
Just send I'll send you like a tiny hamburger from McDonald's. Just one burger.
Just a single burger. I would love that, actually. That would really make my day.
Y'all, boats are really difficult. Especially little boats. That's really difficult.
I was distracted because I got a text from my sister. Somebody changed all of the names in my dad's Netflix account. Which hopefully was a funny joke and not somebody who actually hacked his Netflix account. Which
Uh-oh.
wasn't
That would be funny because that's like
literally what I just tried to do.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
The thing is I did not change those.
Yeah.
We do use his Netflix, but I don't think either of us changed them. So that's not good.
So I mean, it's either a very funny joke or an actual security concern. But I'll never tell.
What if someone has like the same details but one letter off for each field, and they think someone changed theirs? So like
So-
all of your account names, and they're like, "Huh, that's weird," and just change it back to the ones that they use.
So Josh, I actually have a real story about that, and that is that there is a person in this world who has the exact same Gmail address as me, but is one letter off.
adversary?
No,
Oh.
Robert Pearson,
Oh.
right? But it's Pearson.
Pearson must be the
yeah.
other one.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Y-
I literally think I know that person. Or okay, I know someone named Robert Pearson.
Sure.
I'll say.
Are they
who-
hugely into model rocket kits?
Maybe?
Because
There's
I got
someone I met through the game store who is pretty cool. But yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Well, I should see if I still have this email in my order history, or not my
Mhm.
order history, my email history. I might have saved it. But yeah, it was an order receipt for like $300 worth of model rockets, right? And they're like,
Right.
"Yup, thanks for your payment of $329.99 for this model rocket kit." And I'm like, whoa. Because my first thought is like somebody jacked my details to like
Right.
buy shit, right? But then I looked and saw that the receipt was for Robert Pearson, right? And I emailed them back and I'm like, "Hey, this is like super like not my problem, but you got the wrong person, right?"
Mhm.
And yeah, I kind of just hashed it out with them. I'm like, "I don't know who you're supposed to be getting, but it's not me." And the receipt did have an address in it, which I did look up, and it was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I forget geographically where it was, because if it was in New Jersey, like
This person's in Pennsylvania. It
or
would have
PA,
been
the tri-state
yeah.
area, like whatever.
I was gonna
Um,
ask if it was still like in the continental.
Yeah. All right.
United
Fuck it.
States
Here,
or-
I'll see if I have. I'll see if I have the email real quick. Let me see. I don't know where I would have saved it. No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Alright, so
How-
spawning three withers time. Where'd you want them?
Oh.
Right on top of Paul's build. Yeah.
I mean somewhere not destructive.
Yeah, please nowhere near Nuthesia. or anything in that vicinity?
We gotta spawn withers.
Oh, you know, it would be my other address.
Oh yeah, I gotta wait till Lars's first time on the world, and then I'll have all 3 withers like almost complete, right on top by his castle. Just unleash them. No. Can you even build up there?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You got plenty of build height up there.
I don't know how much build. I think wasn't it increased at some point?
It's going to be released in increased in 1.18.
Ah. Oh, so the part 2 with terrain generation is gonna be
Yes,
full next
sir.
one.
Yes, sir.
Wait, in 1.17 do like other, I guess other materials do spawn, but it's like
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
Go ahead.
so it depends on what things you're trying to get. Like, things like tough and deep slate will just spawn naturally in the world. And that's why we're gonna have a mining dimension for that. And then there will be geodes from time to time that are just, what they sound like, filled with amethyst and calcite and smooth basalt. And then there will be plants that are only obtainable through wandering traders and shipwrecks and stuff, moss included. And then once you have that, like, you can just bone meal it and have infinite, but like they'll be hard to find at first.
that makes sense.
Yeah, basically 1.17 changes ore generation and material generation, but it doesn't actually change like the shape of caves and the shape of like mountains. It doesn't lower the build limit. It doesn't raise the build limit. It still keeps everything pretty consistent with what you're used to, but new materials are sort of injected into that. So, yeah, like Jess says, you'll have access to copper, tuff, calcite, amethyst, all that fun stuff. But it's not actually going to drastically change the world generation. All those changes have been deferred to 1.18. And that isn't to say that 1.18 won't have any new features in it either, right? With that, world generation does come with it, several additional features as well, right? The biggest thing I'm very curious about is that the lowered depth limit will bring with it the deep dark, right? Which will include wardens and skulk sensors. And I am going to guess that the deep dark will also come with a structure. That's pure speculation on my part, but it just kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That the warden would, have something to protect, or otherwise, be the
Ward.
warden.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to ward. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No,
you-
it's a reasonable assumption.
you can't be a warden without a ward.
I thought there was some kind of shack that he was like a protecting.
That's what in the trailer it looked like maybe like a stronghold or like, it looked like there was some sort of tiny like building or something, right? Like, you remember that, Chandler?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I remember there being like a tiny building.
Yeah, I think you're right. Which is maybe like where I'm like getting this idea from. But yeah, I don't know if that was just like a demo, right, for the trailer, or if that was just a stronghold, or if it is like a new structure. I fucking love structures. Structures might be like my single favorite thing in Minecraft. It's like it's a build, but you didn't build it. It's sick.
No, I get you. Yeah, when I learned about what are they called? The thing that the houses that are woodland mansions. When I learned about those, I spent like a good long while reading, just looking at the wiki page for them all, so that I could like see the pictures.
Yeah,
It was
woodland
neat.
mansions are really cool. It's kind of a shame that they're A, really hard to find, and B, like, not super exciting. Well, I guess really none of the structures are like crazy exciting for just like the loot that they give, right? Most of them are just cool just because they're cool, right?
Right.
Like a
My
lot of
favorite
the
part of mods are random builds that you find, structures.
yeah.
I love adventure mods in Minecraft where they have like all kinds of builds and stuff or stories to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really fun.
You should get the Scar World download because the season's gonna end soonish.
Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about that. Do you know how big the world download is?
No idea.
I don't think this is something I would do. But I
Okay.
think it might be cool to put like the Scar World overworld into this server and make it accessible via portal.
It might be too large, but
That's-
you might be
yeah.
able to take a bit of it.
Yeah, that's what
like-
I'm saying. Like that might be too much. But I mean,
It would be pretty neat to take a bit of it. Like, I mean, maybe my base and like a couple other things.
I mean,
whatever you've made, I want to see.
the server computer has like a 1 terabyte SSD, so like it has the space for it. I would have to change my backup scripts to not include that folder because that would maybe be unnecessary, right? But I don't see any reason why I couldn't just put it in as like a portal.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something I've thought about. I don't know if I would do it, but I think it would be pretty cool. But yeah, so they're resetting the season with the 1.17 release, right?
Well, I mean that already happened.
Oh shit. So
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm doing on the other server is 1.17.
What server?
Is-
I started a server Pleasant Junction with some other content creators that I started like last Saturday, and I've been like working pretty hard on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Or Carl, were you asking about Scar World?
Oh.
Is that like Scar on YouTube?
Yeah, it's Good Times with Scar's Patreon server, which I'm also a part of, and it's very, very great.
Just watch a lot of Hermitcraft.
Yeah.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah, that's him.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a big Hermitcraft nerd now.
Yeah, well, I liked a lot of the watch a ton of Mambo's content. So it was good, like simplified Redstone.
Yeah, it started with Mumbo. So I got into Minecraft like last year. Started watching Mumbo, and then we started watching the other hermits from there, and then like about then is when I joined this server. And then I joined the Scar Patreon server in January. And that's also fantastic. Man,
Nice.
this is just not enough space.
Oh my gosh.
I'm having so much trouble with this boat.
Oh my gosh.
Rob, do you want to
Miyuki.
have and guard
Miyuki.
over the public with
Thank you so much.
in Soul Sand and decide what to do with them?
What's good?
And or spam? I have the 9 Wither Skeleton Skulls and Soul Sand.
Yeah, what of it?
Do you wanna lord over it? Have it?
Nah, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it.
I don't know. I could maybe do like an arena thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're your skulls. You can do whatever you want.
Asshole.
Someone want to like fight? Like I just don't know if people
No.
would do that.
I mean, Carl, I'm not very clear on what your plan is. Do you want help fighting the Withers? Do you not want help? I don't know what you want from us.
No, I just want to know if people would like to fight it like fight like 3 Withers as like a group, or do something like different. I don't know, PvE event.
What are these withers of which you speak?
Big scary monster.
Yeah, it's a big skeletal.
Yes.
3
is it-
heads, they
is it
fly,
someone-
they
I can
spew
give
fireballs
everyone
that blow up
a
any
base
block
equipment.
except for obsidian.
Big Frighten.
Yeah, I could
Skeletal
build
because
like
he's tall.
an obsidian structure, and I could like have respawn points, and everyone would have the same equipment. And with enough people, it's pretty easy. Have a shield so you don't take damage from it as much. And, you know, we already have infinite arrows from Paul's skeleton farm. So, pretty easy to stock.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, bud. If you want to set something up, I'll fight him.
Alright, well, that'll be later, and I'll save them
Sure.
for now. Also, I should place I put a bunch of fire resistance potions out by the farm, by the wither farm, but I should put them, like, right before, in that, like, little gap, when you're going south. I don't know.
Sorry, Miyuki, I got a little interrupted. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm so sorry, but I cannot read your chat. I don't know. I don't know if obviously I'm speaking English. If you could understand me, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. But since you are now a follower of my channel, I'm going to do a tarot card reading for you. So here, I'm gonna pick a card for you, and that will be your card, and you can choose to derive whatever meaning you would like from this card. So if there's a question in your heart, just think about it. Focus on it as I draw the card, and this card will give you direction in that question. So here we go. We're going to draw the first card. And it looks like you got... Oh, okay. You got the Major Arcana 6. You got the Lovers. That's... Ooh, that sounds like a really nice card. That sounds like such a sweet card. Let's see what it means.
Really paying attention, but I saw that the new Pixar movie is available to stream.
So,
Like,
the
oh.
Lovers. Two Canadian
Wow.
geese are mates for life, traveling partners within an expansive sky.
What?
The Lovers card is a welcome sight in any
You cut out.
reading, as it suggests a beautiful and strong relationship on the horizon. Yes, you'll experience all the thrills of desire and
You
romance,
hear?
but meanwhile,
I
you'll be building a
didn't
solid
hear-
foundation together.
I heard the new Pixar movie came out and I asked what it was, but then I didn't hear anything else. After
Okay, I said I think it's called Luca, and I just looked
Oh.
it up, and yeah, it's called Luca.
Anyway,
I don't know anything about it
Great
except
card.
that I think it takes place in Colombia, and it appears to have boys who are sea monkeys on the front cover.
Interesting. Man, yeah, I didn't even hear anything about it. They didn't even try to advertise this boy.
Yeah, I remember seeing a teaser for it like a couple months ago, but I guess the movie must have been almost done if I saw a teaser for it a couple months ago.
yeah, I haven't heard shit about this movie. Is it, so is it one of those movies on Disney Plus where you have to also pay like $30 or whatever to watch it?
So I think it's like Soul, where you can just watch it.
Okay, right on.
I guess that's the difference between it being Pixar and being Disney.
That's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know why Pixar movies would not have the premium, but Disney movies would. Especially
Pixar's-
since...
Either.
I mean, they still have some amount of difference. Like,
I liked Soul, but it was unpolished for a Pixar movie.
It kind of was. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a great movie. But, even just, like, the visual quality, I feel like
Kind of
wasn't...
flat.
Yeah. And I don't know if, you know, the worldwide global
And
pandemic...
it's not the designs, because I know the designs were based on a flat kind of cartoonist style. It's the textures that Pixar is usually really good at lighting and textures, and that's what makes a movie from a plus to an A plus plus, you know,
Yeah.
is that lighting and textures, and Pixar's usually really good about. I mean, Coco, from the textures and the lighting itself, so gorgeous. And Soul just didn't have that. It was not up to snuff.
But yeah, so Luke is available for streaming now. Anyway, we should watch it sometime. Ben, are you still in chat? Where you at, Ben?
I'm back.
here.
Where's your brother at?
Well, I think my other brother just went to Havertown.
Well, I'm interested in your eldest. The I don't know what
He's
you would.
there. Well, I'm saying that my twin just went to visit him.
Got
so he's
it.
probably occupied with brotherly activities.
I see.
How rude.
I mean, I'm here, so this is technically a brotherly activity as well, but
Exactly.
But none of us are your brother.
I'm if Daniel were to join.
I see. But yeah, okay. So Dan's in Havertown, and then your twin brother, who is Nick.
Adam.
Damn it. Look.
I like that not even you know.
I
all
can't
the
keep track
the
of.
names.
I feel so bad, but I can't. You know what? Just haven't. Gotta put in the effort. Gotta put in the effort, and I'll get there. I'll
It's,
remember.
You know, we offer a few courses on science and family trees.
Look, if I could remember 36 Danganronpa characters, I could remember 5 brothers, okay? Like, I could do it. Like, I have the intellectual capacity
Problem
for...
is each of the Danganronpa characters appear in a beautiful, stylistic anime format that you
Yeah,
have
that's
to
true.
stare at for hours, and they have their name plastered right underneath them every time
Yeah,
they
it is true.
speak.
Yeah, have you considered wearing name tags?
Yeah, I bet that
That's
would
a
help.
really good idea.
Would probably
We
help,
have to
actually.
try.
You should bring it up at the next staff meeting.
Yeah,
I
the...
will.
Curious,
Yeah.
is your twin brother, are you identical twins or are you fraternal?
No, we're fraternal.
Okay, cool. Just wondering. Twins are so cool. Rob's got cousins who are twins.
Yeah!
Chris and Jimmy, they're also fraternal. They don't look anything like each other.
No, and people are always like, oh, what? You're twins? And they're like...
You're twins?
Yeah,
What?
well, yeah, like...
Nah, yeah.
But we are. I don't know what to tell
Okay,
you.
when we're all together, we'll get introduced as like, you know, Daniel, Nick, Dylan, and the twins, and then people won't be able to tell which one of us are twins.
Yeah, they're like, what? Bitch. The twins? Bitch,
Damn.
where?
I think you mean
You
the twin
mean?
couplets.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, Adam's my twin. Nick is now Dr. Nick.
What? What? Wait,
Dr.
he's in
Nick!
college.
Hi, Dr.
did he
Nick.
successfully defend his PhD?
He successfully defended his oral defense like 2 days ago.
Yo,
Oh my
heck yeah,
God.
Dr.
Told us
Nick.
about it in VR chat, remember?
Yes.
Did you forget that, Rob?
Well, I know Dan told us he was in the process of defending it. I remember that, and then Dan posted a screenshot of his, like, thesis presentation or whatever the
Telling
fuck,
us
right?
about the growing crystals on the screen or something.
Yeah, the
Science.
molybdenum sulfide grown on glass.
Oh, I'm
Science.
getting a phone call. It's probably my dad.
Yeah, because you have to.
Probably my dad.
Rob, I want those deets.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I want to watch Batman.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
What did I fucking miss?
Not much. What happened? You
What?
good?
No, wait. Wait, hey. Hey, how's your riverboat coming along?
Oh, it's coming along.
Nice. Yeah, so technology is fucking bullshit, you guys.
Oh.
And actually, I think we should return to the Stone Ages. Actually, for real, though.
To Monkey.
We should no, but for real, we should, actually. All of this was a mistake. Okay? And it's kind of not worth it, you know? So, what I'm trying to say is I don't know how to read, is the problem.
I get you.
So, yeah, basically, let's see, I told you that my dad's Netflix account got hacked for real at the exact same time that I was trying to hack his HBO Go account, so that's pretty cool. That's a pretty fun circumstance. Yeah, so my dad called, right? And he was like, hey, why did you call? And I'm like, hold on, wait, no, hold on. Who changed your Netflix accounts? And he's like, what? I thought that was you. And I was like, nah, bud, that super was not me. And he was like, well, it wasn't your sister. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, so we don't know who it was. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, so this might like actually be a problem. And I'm like, you should change your password. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what's up there. I think it might be, I think my sister Sid might have shared the Netflix account with like one of her friends and maybe they like messed with it or something. Like, I don't know. But I guess if nothing else, there's like a pretty minimal amount of damage that someone could actually do like with your Netflix account. So I guess it's not like, you know, it's not that critical, but it's still maybe a problem. Who's to say? Anyway, so I tried to get the fucking HBO Max app to work on our TV, on our smart television, right? And when I tried logging in, the TV is like, yeah, no problem. You can log in, just go to this website. And when I did, it tried to make me download the app. This is known, I think I already talked about this. Now I realized, and this was in the last half hour I realized this, the reason that happened is because I typed in the URL incorrect like an 80-year-old. So, so yeah, it's not a problem with the app or the process or whatever. It's actually, and I feel like this is so often the case, is actually just because I'm very dumb and not a smart person. So, this is not at all an interesting story to anyone except me, because I did just spend the last 45 minutes going through this, but I am going to tell you about it anyway. So I did eventually get the app working on the TV because I am good at technology, and I encountered the wildest glitch, right? And that's that I could use the arrow keys on my smart remote control to go up or down in the GUI, but I could not use said arrows to go left or right. And there was no apparent reason for this issue, right? I thought, by this point, I was already dealing with the rest of the fucking bullshit I had mentioned, so I thought I was literally going insane. I was starting to feel ill in my stomach. So I call Chandler over and I'm like, hey Chandler, try and select that menu option. And she's like, yeah, no problem. And she grabs the remote and she's like, hey, it's not working. And I'm like, yeah, dog. I have no idea why it's not working. So we of course find a YouTube guide where a guy's like, hey, here's how to fix HBO Max specifically on your Sony smart television. And I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's like, have you tried turning it off and on again? And I'm like, have I tried turning it off and on again? Come on, who do you think I am? You come into my house, ask me if I turn it off and on again. Of course I have turned it off and on again. I use the power button on my remote to turn it off and on again. And he says, if you use the power button on your remote to turn it off and on again, that doesn't turn the TV off and on. That just puts it in sleep mode. And I was like, real shit? Right? And he's like, you want to unplug it. and you want to leave it unplugged for 30 seconds. And I'm like, real shit? Right? So I did that. And it worked.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like,
Yo.
what the fuck?
Like, I
So
knew it was up.
he like, dude, he fucking called shot, had me dead to fucking rights. Like, he just came in there and in 60 seconds blew up my entire spot. It was insane.
Dude,
Like-
there's so many IT stories online of people who are like in corporations just go up and the machine's been down for like a fucking week. Is just either not plugged or it's like plugged into an extension cord that isn't plugged in.
I mean, like, yeah. And I feel like that's probably just what life is like when you work IT, right? And I mean, you know, I've gone through the troubleshooters, right? I've dealt with a certain amount of tech in my life, right? So I know these things, right? I know to turn shit off and on again. I get it.
Yeah.
But in this case, I was like, surely I'm dealing with something a little more tricky. Surely this really requires the full extent of my wiles. No, I just didn't do a good enough job turning it off and on, is really the end of that story, the bottom line.
It seems like bad TV design if it doesn't like ever reset and is just constantly on sleep mode.
But that's how tech is these days.
Yeah, a lot of things do that. So many things.
Nothing turns off.
Which, like, I agree is not actually good for the stuff, but
yeah, I
you're
agree.
not gonna stop that.
Like, yeah, your Xbox, your PlayStation, they don't turn off. Like,
Yeah.
your
they
phone.
definitely want to be off sometimes, but they're not gonna be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're always in sleep mode. And I
Yep.
mean, they do that for a few reasons, right? They do that for faster startup times, right? It's much easier to wake something up from sleep mode than it is to let it start up entirely, right? And I mean, look, not to be like, you know, not to be conspiracy about it, but they do that so that it could always be in a monitoring mode. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is like, you know, a proven thing that smart TVs do listen to you, right? As does most of the tech in your life. You know, I know my phone listens to me and my Echo listens to me, and yet I still use them because #we live in a society. Like, I get it. But yeah, I think that's also part of it. Part of why this technology never actually gets turned off. It just goes to sleep. I think it's so that they can also continue to listen to you and, you know, stay connected to your network and all that fun
Right.
stuff. But yeah, so if you're wondering what I was up to for the past fucking 2.5 hours, that's what I was doing. So Chandler has access to HBO Max. I mean, I was at a point where I was like, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna pirate it. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just pirate it. Like, the only reason we're using HBO Max instead of, like, watchvideo.com or, you know, the Pirate Bay or whatever, is just because in this moment, it's more convenient. The second it stops being more convenient, we're not gonna use it.
Yeah.
You know? Like... So, yeah, that's... Oh my gosh, Josh is on. Josh, are you still fucking deafened or what, bud?
I'm back.
Yes, let's go! Josh in the house, what's up?
There was a little odyssey going on. So I was watching your stream, Rob, and
Okay.
and knowing how amazing and skilled and handsome you are, right?
Yeah, I am.
I
Correct.
got
Go on.
jealous of your stream quality, right?
Yeah, like you do.
So I just downloaded Streamlabs and made my stream as handsome as yours.
Really? What are you working with?
I got this handsome theme.
I was gonna ask if you got a theme. Wow. Cool. What's it look like? What kind of theme you got?
It looks like I'm in some fey forest.
Oh,
type
Nice.
thing
love
going on.
that.
Forget what the theme is named,
Right.
but yeah,
Streamlabs OBS makes it pretty easy, doesn't it?
it does. It's
Yep.
more easier than regular OBS. To be honest.
Honestly, I don't like
I have
Streamlabs
but
OBS.
not,
You don't?
I have Streamlabs OBS, but I don't use it because I don't like it.
What do you use?
I just use OBS.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I like normal OBS is very crunchy, right? It's got those big like chunky windows and stuff, whereas Slobs has
Yeah.
like it has like rounded edges and like flat UI, and I don't like it. Okay, I like my stuff to be chunky, right? And also, normal OBS lets you arrange all of your windows however you want, right?
Mhm.
Um,
That's very
I'm
helpful.
stuck to the theme.
Right. But Streamlabs OBS only lets you select from predetermined layouts, right? Which I don't like.
That sounds frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, you could
That is a point for a regular OBS.
You could only
I'll
have as
admit.
many as like I think 4 windows in normal OBS or in Streamlabs OBS 4 or 5. Whereas normal OBS you could have as many as you want because it's all, fucking
I think-
configurable.
Like it has the game capture, it has my webcam down there, and I think it's a little window for like the most recent follower or sub.
Yeah, it's the mini
Those-
activity feed, yeah.
Yeah, those appear to be the only elements it's displaying.
Right, and that's the problem. As far as I have found, there's nothing you can do to get it to display more elements. You could only change the layout in which it displays those 4 or 5 elements. You know what I mean? Like
How
you
do
can't.
you get the latest follower thing on regular OBS? Is that like an extension?
Oh, what the alert? Like
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
where
I've been wondering about that. I actually have no idea how to do
So
that.
this is where it starts to get kind of funky, right? So I mentioned that I don't use Streamlabs OBS, right?
Mhm.
But I do use Streamlabs products, right? And the features, right?
Okay, yeah, 'cause that's how I have my what's it called? The chat.
Yes. Yep.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah, so basically, if you go to the Streamlabs dashboard, right, on their website, they have this whole alert configuration system, right?
Okay.
And the way it works is you set up your alerts with your own, graphics and messages and sound effects and stuff, right? And I believe they have integrations directly in Streamlabs OBS itself, right? But you can also export it, right? And I think the way that works is it actually like reserves basically like a URL space for your alerts.
Mhm.
And then you in normal OBS hook it up with a browser source.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
yeah.
I
so
yeah,
so it is
long
the same
story.
as the chat.
This is where I already didn't know how to do any of that.
Okay. At the end of the
So-
day, how it works is I just configure it on their website and then in OBS create a browser source and direct it to the URL they tell me to. And it's pretty. And then
Ah.
I can just put it wherever I want on the screen. I can resize it. I can change the opacity. That I just feel like on normal OBS I have more control, right, over how stuff looks and is laid out and stuff.
Yeah.
But with the added like I have to be the one to fuss with all of that, where I think Streamlabs OBS will take care of a lot of it for you, which honestly is probably worth it. I'm just very fussy. I think maybe what it comes down to is I just need to spend a little bit more time with Streamlabs OBS to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm just resistant to change, basically, is what it comes down to. So yeah, that's how I get my alerts. And actually, yeah, at this point, my chat bot actually comes from Stream Elements, which is a different entity entirely. So really, my OBS is kind of like a Frankenstein of like different add-ons and shit.
You've just
Kinda
meshed it together.
Yeah, stapled a bunch of stuff together. My scenes and sources are like so buck wild and out of whack too. Like, I think I actually just need to like take a hot sec to like redo a lot of it because it's getting a little untenable. But like also I don't care. I'm just doing this for fun, so whatever, it's fine.
When can I catch you at TwitchCon?
But yeah, that's true. Oh baby, we gotta go to TwitchCon, don't we? I don't know. Are they having it this year? Where's it at, dude?
I'm falling through a mountain. I don't know.
I feel like TwitchCon is probably just a bunch of people trying to like promote their own like channels and stuff, right? Like,
I'm gonna wear a
Probably,
hoodie
right?
that just says like twitch.tv/adversary.
Let- yeah,
Giant letters on it. I'll
Like,
walk around it.
yeah, I guess it's like any convention, right? Like, you probably could meet cool people and like make friends and shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
an
you probably
alright
just
time.
talk to each other about like what you do, right? And then
Yeah.
like, you know, you meet other Minecrafters, for instance, and be like, "Oh, cool. What do you play? Oh, what do you watch?" I guess. You know.
That sounds
Maybe.
alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to a real convention. And Josh, I hope you don't take insult to that statement. Because I
What do
have
you
been
mean?
to because I've never been to a real convention. I have been to Setsucon.
I don't take offense to you
Oh,
not calling Setsucon a real convention.
okay, cool. It's very nice. I love it. I love my experiences with it, but it's tiny. And I honestly, I like that because it's not super overwhelming. But yeah, it's tiny. But yeah. So Josh, is that your whole story? Is that in the intermediate,
Yeah.
Whatever hour or so you've just
That's
been
what I
talking?
was doing for the past half hour. I had another question.
Oh,
do you
you're
get the
live right now.
Discord
Wait,
overlay?
wait,
How
I
do you
want
get the
to.
Discord overlay on your thing.
Hold on, I'm looking at your beautiful, beautiful overlay.
Bald head.
Wow.
We've got like some cherry blossom leaves going on there on the side.
Wait, hang on.
Little scroll work
What?
of leaves.
Let me find it. Where's your?
Wow. Wow.
What's your Twitch?
Here, I'll drop it in Gen Chat.
Cool.
I hear a zombie. I have to tab back into Minecraft.
Wow, look at this. That's cool. Loving it. Loving it.
Ooh, yeah, I like the. Wow. That's fun. That's so
Right?
wizardly. Oh, maybe I should get Steam Labs. It is very wizardly.
Right?
I need to go to the dine map because I don't know where I am.
Yeah, classic.
I was by a nether brick tower. And then after that, I'm lost.
Yeah, you could be anywhere.
Thanks.
Thank you, whoever slept.
Yeah, that was
Yo.
Carl.
Let me see if I'm going towards coconut drink. Vaguely.
I've thought about setting up a theme like yours, right? But like, I
Mhm.
don't know. They're all just very elaborate, and I feel like I mean, I use like the green screen and shit, so I don't like really need a border or anything. Like, I don't
Borders are
want.
fun though. I mean, you
They-
don't need them.
They are, but
That's
like,
pretty much the only thing I was going after. Like, I wanted to do a nice little border and like, oh, swamp.
but
I mean,
like,
I made my borders as just an image, and like I'm looking at that, and I'm like, wow, mine is really boring. Mine
Yeah.
is just like a static PowerPoint. I literally made it like in Microsoft Office, turned it into an image, and
yeah,
I'm like, oh wow, that's like really boring in comparison to what I could have.
I do
looking at
like
this.
yours though, Jess. It's very cool.
Thank you. I'm probably gonna keep my like starry background, but like I might want a pretty animated frame. Although, come to think of it, I did learn when I did the Freddy Fish stream the other night that you can just throw GIFs in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is how did you see the bubbles?
No.
I can't remember if you watched that one at all. But there, I put on some like just a simple GIF of some bubbles over my profile picture, and it looks really cute.
Yeah, dude. If you're inclined, you can just put a straight up video in there with a video source.
Well, yeah, that's what the that's what my starry background is. It's
Okay.
just a video.
A giant egg.
Yeah, a giant egg. That's good. That's gonna be a
The
good
biggest
theme.
egg.
The biggest egg.
Okay. My
Um.
riverboat is almost done from the exterior, by the way, and it's kind of like a party boat at this point.
Yes. Donkey Kong's party boat. Let's go.
I didn't realize how close this was to my lava skull.
Bro, follow the canyon. Go follow. No, the other way. Jesus. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
A tunnel. And a creeper.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. As they say, lit.
I'd like to file an OSHA
Star
complaint.
You should. Yeah. Yeah, you should file an OSHA complaint. I am super
OSHA
not up
complaint?
to code. Ocean complaint?
Were you there in VR
A
chat,
complaint
Rob,
to
when
the
we
ocean.
filed an OSHA complaint?
No, I wasn't.
We were in Kmart and we went to their garden center, right? And we found out that they had a propane tank
Oh.
inside the garden center.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Me and John were doing a bit where we were demanding to speak to management.
That's very good. I think I was there like after the fact when you had told me about it, but I don't think I was there for the bit, as it were.
I have 31 lapis lazuli in here.
Fucking brag about it, Jesus. Well, I have 31 lapis lazuli. Yeah, all right, cool.
I
You
was
know?
gonna throw it at you, but I mean, I could just keep it.
Well, if you want to give me 31 lapis lazuli, like, you can do that. I don't know who this guy is. This character is very insecure about their amount of lapis lazuli. So I'll have you.
I don't know what his problem is, but I don't like him.
I'll have you know, I've had lapis lazuli in this family for 30 years.
Ooh.
I bet you got lapis at the Waz.
I've got more lapis than I know what to do with, baby.
I'm spending so much lapis on the blue dye for this class. It's unreal.
Oh, you want-
Screw you,
you want-
Rob. I'm giving it to Ben.
Yeah?
I don't know where are you at.
Ben left. Didn't he?
Wait, who's this?
Yeah, he left.
Carl.
It's Carl.
Yes.
Oh,
Come to the
he
beacon.
sounds similar to one of Dan's brothers.
Come to
He
the
also
beacon.
sounds similar to his brother, which, like, throws me off.
Come to the what?
The beacons, the new castle being built.
The Beacons of Gondor.
My beacon.
Number 7. The Beacons
I
of
was just gonna say,
Gondor.
it sounds like you're reading like a tier list.
Like a Watch
Yeah.
Mojo.
Yeah.
Are you reciting like?
The last thing you
Minecraft
want
builds.
when the Dark Lord Mordor comes.
Yeah, you sound like Chills. Which I only know about from the Quentin video.
You have to do the right inflection.
Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing
Oh.
you want in your Burger King burger is somebody's foot fungus.
There's an obsidian
You're really
castle
good
here.
at that inflection.
I don't like that.
I mean, like, it's a good impression,
Hey,
is all I'm saying.
Hey, if it
But
works,
you
it
see,
works.
you don't know when you're getting foot lettuce, though, Rob.
That's true.
You could have eaten it the last time you had
Alright,
lettuce.
listen, this boat might look like a clown lives here.
Because a clown does live there.
Maybe, but I was aiming for like a, I don't know, like a really festive sort of riverboat, like in his Dark Materials. This is the part where I would say Dan knows what I'm talking about, and he'd go, "Yeah." but he's
Aw,
not
where's
here."
Dan when we
I
need
know!
him?
Is this
Did
a
we get this
teleporter?
reference?
Damn, Daniel!
Daniel!
The damnest Daniel.
I'm gonna do the interior now and make some beep boops and levers and shit, but like,
I love beep boops
otherwise
and
it's
levers and
done
shit.
if you wanna do a visit.
Fuck no.
I'll do a visit, and
No,
then I'll
just
do
kidding.
a sit.
No, I was kidding. I don't know why I was so mean right then.
A road.
I'm crying right now,
Good.
actually. That's why I didn't stream, because I knew I would cry.
No.
There's no crying on Twitch streaming.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You get banned from Twitch immediately if you cry. I just thought about how dystopian that is. It's like, it's really funny to me.
Not to be like too real, but if you do threaten self-harm, they do ban you for 30 days.
I mean, yeah.
But like just crying.
Threatened to cry.
If you shed a single tear, you immediately break terms of service and the algorithm kicks you the fuck off.
Yep.
You just get an email that says no crying in baseball. Oh, I love
then you see
this!
Where's this riverboat?
Okay, Jess,
Which-
immediate impressions here. It makes me think of the shopkeeper from fucking Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I think his boat's wicked tinier and less pretty. But for some reason I think of that fella.
Thanks.
Oh, I like this.
The best way to get on is over the barrels. You also kind of have to crouch to get into some areas.
I like that. It's like it was just packed full and wasn't really thought out because it probably, you know, as an actual entity wasn't, right? Like if
Oh,
this
yeah.
was like if this was an actual like river boat thing,
Mhm.
it wouldn't have been planned out. Oh, I
Nope.
like this. Oh, yeah, I like that you have to crouch. It's claustrophobic, like boats actually are.
Mm-hmm.
You ever
Yeah,
been
you
on
can
a
get
tiny
you can get
riverboat?
into the hold.
Yes. I love going into a hold. Let's go.
I'm gonna fill it with barrels and junk.
Yeah,
Right now,
yeah,
I
for
just have
sure.
the crafting table.
Are you gonna fill it with microblocks?
Oh, probably.
Let's
Oh,
go.
look at him. This is his head poking through.
Wait, what?
His head poked through
Let me see.
the hull.
Wait,
Your head poked through the hull briefly, like.
There's a breach in the hull. There's a bald man in your ship's hull. OSHA violation. Can I get
OSHA's
onto the
taking
second?
it
Oh, can I get
a
onto the
strict
second floor?
stance.
I can't. No, like Josh, it is in the OSHA manual that there can't be bald heads as hull penetrations.
Yeah, I still have
Wow.
some interior work to do in here.
I love this.
I can throw a couple bunk beds, I think, and then maybe a small table with like 2 chairs right here, you know, like with the tables like
This might sound weirdly
like that.
specific, but
Hmm?
for how small this build is, it has a remarkably navigable interior.
Thank
Like-
you. That was
like,
the goal.
I don't know how else to put this. It's just like the amount of space there is to explore per like volume is pretty wild.
The exploration to square footage ratio is
Yeah,
efficient.
to cubic footage.
Where is this?
Okay, so Jess, I do have a question about this riverboat though.
I
Yes.
sat.
What is its means of propulsion?
I hadn't thought that far ahead because so a lot of them have like wheels on the back, and then
Oh.
some of them have motors, and I just hadn't thought that far ahead. And
What
I just...
what it could be is maybe it's like a party barge and it doesn't have
Mhm.
its own propulsion, but it's tugged by like a smaller tugboat.
Oh, in that case, here I have some chains. I'm gonna attach it to.
Oh.
I'm gonna anchor it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Is it towing honey? Are these honey blocks?
Yeah, it's not towing them. It's just that's part of the design.
An anchor.
I wanted to make it look kind of like gilded almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that's what you were going for.
Needs more barnacles.
This is a cool barge.
Oh,
Thank you.
barnacles.
Rob, you can't say that on stream.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, you can't
Oh.
say bad words.
Oh
You
wow.
get banned by the Maritime Twitch Council.
Yeah, you know, the MTC, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, who could forget about them?
You want
Jess,
some madness, bro?
I'm obsessed with this stripped birch as like wet sand.
Oh my god, I totally stole that idea from B-dubs of Hermitcraft.
That's actually like
Oh, I see
that's
that.
actually crazy. I love that.
It's a fantastic trick that I totally stole from him.
Oh.
It's a shame this looks like that. Whatever. Let's see.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
time that you were building that, I dug a tunnel and fixed HBO Max, I guess.
Nice.
You fixed
Cool.
the whole app?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I got a job at HBO. I fixed their
You
app,
got a lot more done than me.
and then I gave it my
Yeah.
2 weeks notice. I said, okay, I'm done. My work here is done. But you didn't do anything.
Old Captain Jenkins.
Yeah.
Is
Oh
that his
yeah,
boat?
yeah. Yeah. Or wait, this boat? No, this is not old Cap. Does it look like it belongs to an old Captain Jenkins? No,
No.
no. This is the party boat, official party boat of Yara the Wizard. 100%.
Okay, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask if this boat belonged to some sort of wizard, and the answer is yes. And then the follow-up is it belongs
This
to
wizard.
you.
So, are we gonna do like a new Thesia like pub crawl, ending at the Wizard's Whiskers, and then we come to the
Oh
party
my
barge?
A
god!
hoot
Yes,
nanny.
yes, absolutely. Hang on. As soon as I finish the interior and we can have better sits in here, because we all know how important the sits are.
Oh, I forgot about the sitting mod. You're
Yo,
kidding.
yeah, I already made a place to sit in here.
Wait. I need to sit on the wizard boat.
I'm going
Yeah,
to.
in
When I get off.
up here there's a little.
Wow, too
Oh,
much
good night.
Too much information, Carl. I'm sorry, bad joke.
Ah,
All right, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good.
I'm
Did he
sorry,
already leave?
I mistook you for Ben.
He already
All
left,
good.
didn't he? Oh no, he's still here.
Oh,
Okay,
he-
cool.
I'm gonna be AFK.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Got glass to make.
All right, cool. Have a good night. I hope you, whatever you do the rest of this night, I hope it's really good. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
already left.
Oh, okay, he did actually leave. What a fucking nerd.
Not gonna lie, this is hella sits.
This is hella sits.
I haven't
Sit
even
is lit,
decorated
as
it
they
yet.
say.
I'm just having trouble. I'm trying to figure out how to best make it look like steering mechanisms.
Can I could sit
Um,
on the table like a oh no, I
have
can't because it's an inverted slab.
I have this mini block that looks like a beep boop light, which is always good. We always have to have some beep boop lights.
What's a beep boop light?
I don't know. They'll look like it goes beep boop and does something. Beep boop. Like boop.
Damn.
See, look.
Let's see.
Doesn't,
I'll be the
doesn't
judge
that
of
look
that.
important there?
Oh damn. It sure does look like a
It
beep
looks like
boop
an
light.
indicator of some.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a beep boop.
Is it a micro block for a redstone lamp or is that a
Uh-huh.
player head? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Oh my god. Yes, Chandler, I want some honey barbecue wings. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I want honey barbecue wings.
Yo, I want those too. Why?
Can I
Oh
have
no.
some?
I'm sad. Yeah.
I'm like halfway into
Right.
my vodka soda and I want some fucking honey barbecue wings. Let's
Rob,
go.
you gotta stop. You started with talking about pizza like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Honey barbecue wings, vodka soda.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Give me some.
Babe, you know I would. Look, you know I would, but you live like 7 hours away, okay? I can start driving right now, but I won't be there until
I'm off through Monday. So
Fi-
I'll be waiting here.
it'll be
That's
5
fine.
a.m. Knock, 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 like right on your window. They're a little cold, but I brought the honey barbecue wings.
I'll just
Now
send one of the
that's
cats
friendship.
out to get them.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Chandler sent me a heart emoji, which is very sweet.
Levers.
Are there any other cool sitting places in here? Can we sit in the hold?
I mean, probably a lot of it is slabs.
I have-
Oh
Yeah.
shit, you're right.
There's gonna be a lot better sits soon, though.
Hey Josh, you wanna play a shady game of cards in the hold?
Hell yeah. Let's play some knuckle bones.
Yeah, come here, knuckle bones. So Josh, actually, I do have a deck of cards with me, a 72 card deck of cards.
I meant to demand a tarot reading on Wednesday.
Did you?
I forgot. I also meant to inquire how you do the separate camera in VR chat.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, so I can handle both of those. Do you mean just how do I do the third person camera in VR chat when I'm in
Yeah,
VR?
like the little ones you grab and
Yeah, so
place
all that
down.
is, literally, it's built into VR chat. You open up your menu and you go to camera, which is in the bottom row, second option from the left, right? And then you pick stream camera. And what that does is it changes your desktop video output of VR chat to be from the perspective of the camera rather than the perspective of your player. Personally, I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Does it only do it through the stream, or are you looking through the camera in your headset when you do that?
It only does it through the stream, but it creates a little camera object that I can see, right? You guys just see the tiny lens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to see a whole ass camera. It looks kind of like an iPad, right? And I usually flip it around so it's in like selfie mode, and I can look at the screen and see the output, which is very helpful.
That's
Yeah, I recommend really the only setting I do with it is you can change the motion behavior, right? And one of the settings for it is to enable motion smoothing, which I assume is very good, right? I've actually never streamed with it turned off, but I have to imagine that if motion smoothing is turned off, it's horribly jerky and like twitchy, right? Whereas motion smoothing kind of what it does is it creates a slight lag between where your lens is and where your camera is so that it can move more smoothly, right? Which is good because the syncing on the Oculus Quest isn't amazing and it causes stuff to have a tendency to like vibrate and jitter, which I have to guess is like nauseating for viewers.
Well, that was one of the things I wondered, because I'm always like,
Yeah.
when you're actually looking from the perspective in VR, it's like shaky because
Right, because there's a little bit of like
Yeah.
a jitter to its tracking. Yeah, actually I noticed that the first time I streamed Beat Saber. It was very jittery, and Beat Saber has a native option to smooth out head tracking, which is very nice. Um so yeah, really I think a good rule of thumb is in any VR, if you have an option to smooth out the visuals, you should probably take it, because VR is inherently Ooh, excuse me. Wibbly wobbly. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So yeah, personally, I fucking love the VR chat camera. Having a third person camera. I don't know, it just I love being able to like use it to like look at specific things or to look at myself or like to talk to it directly. Like I don't know, it has very like vlogger vibes to it or something. Like
to hold it into the shadows when a heavy comes out.
yeah, like I don't know, I feel like I'm in the fucking Blair Witch Project, you know? Like I don't
Some
know.
found footage in VR.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think it's really cool. So I don't know. I think there is a certain quality to capturing footage in first person, right? But I think having the camera is very useful. I have seen some VR chat streamers, do it both ways, right? Where they'll use one of the inputs and then have the other one, like picture in picture, like in it. Usually they'll do the third person camera is like the main camera, but then they'll have a tiny like first person camera so you can see what they're looking at. I don't think that's necessary, but yeah, it's something you could think about. But yeah, that's how I do it. But anyway, Josh, you wanted to play some cards, didn't you?
Did I just hear an ominous piano tune?
I do hear an ominous piano tune.
Please tell me you didn't like kill an albatross or something unlucky.
Bum, 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 bum. That's the sound that the
This is the-
Kraken makes. There's like a Kraken.
Kraken's just down there tapping on a piano.
Bum, 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 bum.
This is what Krakens do,
That's
man.
I'm coming for you. Bum, 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 bum,
Watch
bum, bum, bum. Look out, it's me, the
Come up
Kraken.
and say, "What's
Oh,
Kraken?"
God.
and do like a
What's Kraken?
What's
grief.
cracking? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's what it is, Josh. Well, Okay.
We have barrels down here now.
We do. I saw Jess just
Barrels
pop in and
to sit with.
scoot by us and put those in place, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing my thing.
All right, so Josh, you are ready for a reading of fate, are you not?
Ooh.
I see you have
Paid you
provided
31 lapis.
you
as
have
payment.
provided the payment of 31 lapis. Thank you. Thank you. That is all I ask. All I ask of you is that modest payment as well as your complete focus for the next
I'm
few minutes.
focused.
Okay. I need you to focus on me, on the sound of my voice, on our space and positions in the universe together. And I would like you to hold in your heart one single question that you would like not an answer on. For tarot does not provide answers, but reflections through which you can view yourself. Do you have such a question in mind?
Indeed.
Okay. Keep that question in your mind, keep it in your heart, and focus it to me and give me that energy. I'm shuffling the deck right now. And in doing so, I am imbuing the deck with your energy. In a moment, I will draw a card. You may not realize it, but you are the one who will be drawing this card through your shared energy to me. Do you understand?
Aye.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to begin fanning through the deck. Tell me when to stop. Choose whatever moment feels right, and that is where I will cut the deck, thus sealing your fate. Alright, I am beginning.
Stop.
Let me see. You've picked a very powerful card. Alright. Hold your question in your mind as your fate is revealed. Your card is... Ooh, oh fuck. The Son of Cups.
What
The
deck are
s-
you using?
The Son of Cups. It's a tarot deck.
This ain't Rider Waite.
What? This ain't what?
Rider Waite deck. What deck is this?
Tarot?
There's a billion different types of decks.
My little guidebook here says it's tarot.
Okay, well, Rider Waite is the most common deck that has, you know, your traditional tarot, things, and you just said a combination that doesn't exist within that, which is why I was wondering. There's no wrong tarot. I'm not trying to tell you your tarot is wrong.
Wait.
It's great. I'm sure. I was just wondering what deck it was,
Hold on.
because
Josh,
not one I've heard of.
Josh, your reading is on hold right now.
I'm so sorry.
What are you saying? Ride or wait?
Right here, let me type it in general.
Oh yeah, ride or wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Ride or
Yeah, it's
wait.
the name of the person, whoever invented it or whatever. The original of that deck.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like this is actually very interesting. It looks like Rider Waite does not have the familial set of tarot cards, right? Rather, for each suit, it has like what looks like, I guess, a royalty approach,
Yeah.
right? Where each suit has a page, knight, queen, and king, right?
Yes.
Whereas in this set that I'm using, those 4 cards are instead the son, daughter, mother, and father.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So I thought you were saying sun as in like sun and moon, and I'm like, the sun is in major arcana. So what do you
Yes.
mean the Son of Cups? That
Yeah, I got
doesn't
this
make any
cool tarot
sense.
deck
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just mixes it all together, actually.
yeah. I was so
Just
freaking
make stuff up.
confused. I'm like, that's a major arcana plus a not major. Whoa, there's a lot of skeletons out here.
I actually just draw 2 tarot cards and glue them together.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the whole thing.
No, wait, now I'm
Sorry,
interested.
sorry,
What
go ahead.
what is
RP
this?
immersion is ruined.
What is it called? What I have then? If this is
Well,
not
you said a familial suit. I mean, it just seems like a version of the Rider Waite that just instead of royalty, they just use family names instead, which it also seems fine. It just seems like it does the exact same thing.
Yeah, but now I'm curious if this type has its own name, you know? Oh my gosh, are those my wings?
They're hot. You should pull them.
Hot damn.
Wings.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Holy crap. Thank you, Chandler.
Thank you, Chandler.
Oh, they are hot. Also, I don't want to get honey barbecue sauce on my cards.
Can you at least let me see them on your stream?
Yeah. Okay. Here, actually, let me see if I can...
I want to listen to the Port Sarah music now.
What's stopping you?
Nothing.
Right?
I'm doing it now.
Okay. So yeah, Josh, your card is the Son of Cups. I don't think my camera's focusing on it, but it's so the Cups family is represented by swans, right? Cups typically represent emotion, personal relationships, intellect, the intellectual world, the feelings. Let's see what my reference book has to say on the Son of Cups. As a water sign yourself, I feel like cups are a very interesting suit for you. Okay.
What are you going to tell me about my future?
Well, the Son of Cups, artistic and introspective. Like all of the Cups family, the Son truly excels within the arts. He's usually a musician or a visual artist of some kind, and he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside he carries a dark kernel of intensity. Oh, a
no!
troubled artist! You love to see it! Oh, that's so romantic. The Son of Cups. So sweet and kind and sensitive, but he's torn up inside. Josh, I'm so sorry. So that is your reading.
Must be rough, buddy.
The Son of Cups. I don't know what your question was. You need not share it with me if you do not want to, but I hope that this reading has provided you insight into what confounds you.
Yo, this whole thing, all
Yes.
of your profound words were said over the Port Sarah music in my... it was so good. You need not tell me what your question was, and I'm like...
Oh my god.
Can I pay another 31 lapis for another result?
Yo,
No.
I highly recommend putting on the Port Sarah music and looking at the boat because it just made me like grin
Okay.
ear to ear. Just looking at the boat while listening to the music.
Just sea shanty too.
Yep, sea shanty too. I just put it in general actually.
Oh man. I love my Google search results because I look up Sea Shanty 2 and the autofill is Sea Shanty 2 bass boosted. Yeah, I want to listen to that. Let's go.
Dubstep remix. Let me disembark and observe the ship as if a
Wait.
traveler first.
Oh, this is like barely bass boosted. Hold on. I want the
Boost this track.
real crunch. Yeah, I want the real crunchy sea shanty. Let's go!
My goodness.
I'm gonna post this in Gen Chat. You will have to forgive me, the video title uses some poor language. But I fucking love this type of video. This type of music. It's so good.
Oh my god. My ears.
Now that's what I call music. Let's go. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll listen to the proper... I'm sorry, Jess. I got super... I fucking love this song. Was it just last week that we also got obsessed with this same song?
Yeah, we were also talking about it. I added some stained glass to the top, and I kind of like that.
I ended up with a painting somehow.
Oh yeah,
Is that yours, Jess?
probably. You might have knocked it down accidentally. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I put a couple in the hold to like imply that there were like some paintings leading there, you know, like they do
Perhaps
when you're
some
shipping them.
Forgeries, perhaps.
No.
Oh, I'm
no.
what I would never imply that. I wouldn't say that.
No.
I wouldn't say that.
I have only ever dealt with completely legitimate wizardly dealings.
I mean, those paintings give me real, like, crazy red vibes from Animal Crossing.
Who?
Crazy Red?
Can you put those, what are those little plates that you can put, like, a fish and stuff on?
Oh, item frames. I see the problem, Jess.
Hmm?
Your harbor's got skeletons.
Oh yeah, there were a bunch hiding in the
Ah.
fisherman's stall.
Hey,
while ago.
I see the problem you've got here. You got skeletons in these waters.
Yeah, I hate it when I get skeleton in the water.
The old skeleton in the harbor trick. Gets them every time.
This,
Oh.
the sea shanty, one of the comments says, "This is what Einstein was listening to when he wrote the Bible."
Yeah.
It's true. No, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's how that went down, right?
It's true.
Jess, this is delightful, looking at your little boat while listening to this song. Like, it makes me want to, like, flesh out this whole river area so much more.
Do it. Yeah. Build a boat.
New
Be
Thieves
boat
have
neighbors.
a thriving nautical economy.
Yeah, thriving nautical empire.
Yeah.
Jess, what if I just built, like, a battleship next to yours? Like, just 10 times the size?
I mean,
Build
I
a
would
whole
think that
man of
would.
war right there.
I would think that would go on the western port edge of New Theseus, since that's the one that attaches better to the ocean.
It was a very poorly thought out battleship. They built it in the river and then realized it was too big to get out of the river.
Anywhere else. Oh no.
So it just sits there as like an artillery battery,
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, that would be hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
Ship needs a plank.
Ah, so you can walk the plank.
Yeah, it does need like a little maybe birch. Yeah. There.
What could you use as a like a what do you call like the person on the front of a ship?
Oh, a figurehead, and I have some armor stands. I was thinking I was gonna try to do something with that. Might be able to. I don't know. We'll see. It might be. It seems hard, but I bet I could do it. Gotten better with them.
Because most of them on like a ship are like going diagonal sort of. So I don't know.
Mhm. I think I can do it. We'll see.
I feel like it would be a tough needle thread to get a figurehead that, like, looks good but also suits the vibe of this ship.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could also just, like, it would be dressed in, like, purple and whatever, so who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, no base plate, no gravity.
Hey, bud, what's your problem? Can't you see I'm eating boneless chicken wings here?
No, you haven't shown me the chicken yet. Give me the juice.
Josh, you have to spend 5,000 channel points for me to show chicken.
Also, what about you? Want me to send you bits?
Yeah.
I was just hoping you'd do that streamer thing where they obnoxiously like hold a plate of food up sideways and then dump it all out and then stare at the camera shocked as if they didn't plan for it to happen.
What?
Like,
Is
oh,
that
no, I
like...
just baked this entire cake.
I've never seen
hold
that.
it to the stream. Oh no, it fell over. Content.
What? I've never seen... I've never heard of
that,
this.
ever.
I don't know, like, this... I feel like an alien right now.
Yeah, I've never heard
I
of
mean,
this.
you are, but
I mean, yeah, correct.
where you going? Get back here.
I'm going to sleep. It's my bedtime.
Oh yeah, you're an old fart.
I'm gonna go to bed with my plate of boneless chicken wings.
I
And
mean,
it's
I
just-
can't complain. That's something I would
As
do.
it should be, yeah.
I don't think I've seen the paintings in here before.
I just put them in.
In the town center with the library.
Oh
the
no,
mayor's-
those were in there.
Josh, I'm just thinking about streamers and food right now. Have you guys heard?
Well,
Have you guys fucking heard Ninja's sandwich tweet?
no.
Hold on.
Who's this?
Ninja,
Phineas and
the
Ferb look at you,
the-
even
the-
knows.
the Fortnite guy.
I know who he
Yeah.
is. I don't know what he does with food. Rob, can you stream a mukbang?
I mean, I have the ability to. I don't think I would want to. I don't think anybody would want to watch me do a mukbang.
Go full ASMR. With
What is that?
boneless wings.
What does that mean? Do I want to know what that means?
It's when someone eats a vast quantity of food, like a insanely vast quantity of food on stream.
Yeah,
Oh.
like an entire
Typically-
feast for like one person.
In a typical mukbang, it is like a small, like typically Asian lady who does it.
Mhm.
But now, you know, anybody can do
And
a
I thought
mukbang.
it was just anybody
I-
eating food.
I
with
think
a really
that's-
sensitive microphone.
I think that's how it originated, but now it's just anybody.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just characterized by eating insane quantities of food. And you just chill and talk with like chat or whatever while you house like 16 like McDonald's value meals or whatever.
Mhm.
So this ninja sandwich tweet. Josh, I think you're already looking at it right now. It's the
I am.
this is the funniest thing I've
How
ever
did you
fucking
get
read in my
going?
mind. And I'll just read it for you. So Ninja says, I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich,
Oh my
not
god, yeah, I've
asked
seen this.
for, with chips as I get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going?
I have seen this.
Oh! Bro! What are you doing? I fucking love this tweet. Every line is better than the last.
Yeah.
Not asked for. Like, it just, I don't know, it's so, and I say it's great, I mean, it sucks shit and I hate it, right? Like, it's
Mhm.
super gross that it's like, oh, like, my wife did, like, a really nice thing for me and it's nice, but now I'm gonna turn it into, like, this whole, like, thing, you know? Like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna flex on you because I have a nice wife who does sweet things, like, that doesn't have to be for your thousands of followers, you know? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, I guess I just love it for the amount of oversharing and humble bragging crammed into 255 characters. It's insane. It's like wild. So yeah, that's the ninja sandwich tweet. It's so good.
You have to do one about boneless wings now.
About what?
Boneless wings.
I thought you said Bofa swings. And I'm much more interested in that now. So I was playing Minecraft when my wife brings me boneless wings. Not asked, well, actually,
I
asked
was
for.
carrying a Minecraft server.
I was carrying this Minecraft server, yeah.
Alright. I need y'all to kill me 2 times.
Oh, let's go. You ready for it? Oh, okay. You're gonna change your, okay.
Yeah. I just found 2 fantastic wizard skins that I didn't know before, and if I'd had them before, this very well could have been the arrow wizard that you do today. Like, it's now too late.
You have a brand to maintain, Jess.
I do. Hang on.
Where-
Like
let
a
me
pipe?
put some of my stuff away.
Where did that skin come from? The one, your, like, normal one, I mean.
Oh, just from, what are they called?
The skin decks?
Yeah, one of the skin decks is like a,
Planet Minecraft?
yeah, one of those.
Okay.
And it was just called like Hooded Mage or something.
You
and
are
I
a
liked
hooded
it.
mage.
It seemed like me. Oh, I don't have a bed. I didn't.
I
think
feel
this
like
through.
you in real life is a hooded mage.
I didn't think this through. Hang on.
You need a bed?
Yeah, hang on. I have. Okay. But yeah, like, look how glorious this is.
Yeah, this is fantastic, actually. I love this one.
It's got like the wizard robe.
Yeah, I wish
dots on it.
I wish I could.
Like-
I wish I could clone the whole skin. For the outfit, but I cannot.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
could just, like, put the whole skin on an armor stand, that would be dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, you ready?
Yep, just one of this.
One of these. Here, I'm just gonna put it in this barrel. Oh my gosh, boneless wings are so fucking good, but I'm, like, wicked thirsty now, so I'm gonna be right back, okay?
That's how they get you.
Look, hey, that's how they get you. Alright, I'll be right back.
Time to die.
Nice.
It was burnt to a crisp whilst fighting. Excellent.
I like this
Whilst.
one a lot. This one's gonna be the person steering the ship, I think, and the other one is gonna be the actual figurehead.
You should have something like that in the wizard's whiskers because it's very whiskery with the mustache.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot. This is one
That's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of mustache
keep.
right there.
Yeah, there's some good wizards I just found that I did not know of before. There's one with like really funky crazy eyes that I didn't get just now, but I think I'm alright. It's just these for now.
I mean, I can't hear you because I don't have my AirPods in, but I'm back.
Did I die again?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Testing. Yeah,
Hello?
baby.
We
Yeah,
can
baby.
hear you.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Y'all, this stream has just been me, AFK, and loudly eating buffalo wings into the mic. This is fantastic. This is so
You have
good.
done a mukbang.
Peak content.
This is so good. How do I not have like 1,000 followers already? Like, what are you saying?
Only 33.
Only 33. Actually, 35 now. What's up?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Did you refresh?
well, it takes a little bit for Twitch to update, but yeah, it's 35 now.
Wow.
I
It says
got
34.
yeah. Yeah, somebody who speaks a language that I do not understand followed me at the beginning of this stream.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I saw the follower notice come up, and that's what made me start fiddling with
Oh,
mine.
yeah, I have a little dog. Yeah, their name is Miyuki63194.
Nice.
And they said... I put it through Google Translate. Hold on, what did they
Yeah,
say?
wait, hang on. Why do I hear 1,000 mobs? Is the hold of the ship filled with mobs?
Uh-oh. Maybe?
I only put soul lanterns down there because I didn't have any other lanterns, and they don't have too much light.
It's gonna be like Josh's Skyrim D&D campaign.
Hello, zombie.
Oh, is it... Rip.
Josh, was it your Skyrim D&D campaign where John used the Horn of Blasting to kill an entire hold full of zombies, but he also blew off the entire back of the ship?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
I thought that was in your Skyrim campaign, and I thought it was John that did it. I remember that.
Sounds like something he would do.
Right.
I don't recall it happening.
Do you
in
remember the
Skyrim
Horn of
game.
Blasting? It did like a shit ton of sonic damage in a cone, but every time you used it, it had an increasing chance to just blow up in your face. That item rocked. That was so sweet.
Right. So does this look like a figurehead, or does it look like a man is being hung here to die?
You know what? Either way, I think is pretty on brand for your character.
I
Yeah, I
think
guess
it looks. I mean, yeah. I think it looks like a good figurehead because it matches the same color of the wood, so it doesn't look like some miscolored thing that is
Mhm.
hanging there until dead. I mean,
Yeah, I
it could
tried to
serve
find
as
like a wooden
cautionary tale.
face, but like I couldn't find anything, and then I decided to go for something that was like, you know, it's painted, right? Like
Oh,
in the because
if
the rest
you-
of the ship is heavily painted.
If you wanted a wooden face, you should just get Commander Shepard. That's just a
What?
Mass Effect joke.
Oh, okay. Do you have any lanterns?
I do not have any lanterns.
All right.
Oh, I have
I'm just gonna
got
carpet the
2
hold of the
chests
ship. It's
full
fine.
of them in
Whoops.
my rainbow house.
I don't need it right now.
Also, there are a ton of
Sounds
fish
perfect.
gathering around this boat here.
Yeah, there's this lake is always like
What?
really. Ooh, that's actually a lot more than usual. But this lake is always very, very full of fish and
Interesting.
squibs.
Squibs. Jess, I love the pose of the armor stand. I think it looks very in line. Like it looks right.
That was the
The-
gold. I mean, you can only get so far.
I know.
Unfortunately.
The only thing I'm
The
not sure
legs.
about is the fleshy face of the
Hmm.
head. That other than that, I think it's spot on.
Well, like
And-
they said that everything in the ship is painted, so
That's true.
Yeah.
it would
right.
track that the figurehead
That's-
of the ship would be painted as well.
Yeah, that's like the lore, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, is this it's theoretically painted. And I have this guy here. You didn't get to see him. You were AFK, but look at this guy. This is the captain who's gonna
Let's see.
be up there steering the
Oh.
ship.
That's powerful.
He's
Yeah,
great.
that's powerful. I'm loving that.
So, Rob, about the Horn of Blasting,
Yeah,
they have in the current game I'm running, they have an item that's far more powerful.
the Horn of Blastinger.
It's an alchemy jug.
Okay.
It has 12 corks on it, right? And
Okay.
each cork you can pull out to unleash a different liquid. And
Are
you
the
can do, like,
liquids
ale
known?
or water. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Okay.
So on command, once per day, you can unleash 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Do any of them unleash Drank anti-energy drink?
It does not. That would be like an artifact level item, and they're not
Time
there
for a
yet.
13th cork.
That's at the final boss
Yeah.
drop.
It's a 5% drop rate.
They have to raid the Bang Energy headquarters where the evil anti-energy villain has
Oh my
taken over.
god. Josh, if anything, Bang Energy headquarters is the evil villain. Are you kidding me? If
Yeah,
anything,
true.
Drank anti-energy are the heroes. But yeah, no, that's great.
Keep
Loving
doing
it.
this.
Oh, also, Josh, I had mentioned this. I translated what that person said in chat, right?
Oh yeah.
It translates to konbanwa. I'm happy to meet you.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's really sweet. Like, that's really sweet. Okay. Konbawa is a
That's Japanese.
Yeah, that's Japanese. Oh, okay. It means, it roughly translates to good evening, but it literally means tonight. It's a formal term, and most people don't use it with close acquaintances. Okay, so that makes sense, yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. That's really cute.
I had somebody follow me yesterday called Fatboy7853G.
Yeah?
I don't know when it was during VR, and I don't know when, but they had typed in my chat, "What the hell did I walk into?"
That literally
I'm
could have
curious
been...
as to which part. I don't know
That
if it was at the
could have
shopping
been
mall
at
or...
any part during Wednesday. While we're like talking about this sort of thing, Josh, do you remember that guy Mike the Russian who would drop in on my stream sometimes?
Yes, I think so.
Did I tell you about his subathon?
His what?
He did a 1-year subathon.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, you do this thing where you start a stream, and then for every person that subscribes, you increase the stream duration by a certain amount. In his case, every sub increased his stream duration by 45 minutes, right? So if enough people
So every time somebody would sub to his channel, he would
increase
online?
he would increase the timer. And he came in while I was streaming to tell me he was doing a subathon, and I'm like, okay, cool. And when I was done, I was like, sure, I'll check it out. I'll see how it's going. But he was like 2 hours in and had like 1 subscriber, and his timer was running out, and he was just like, well, I guess that's it. I guess I'm gonna sign off in like 10 minutes. And he was so bummed, and I was so sad.
Oh, no.
So I gave him my Amazon Prime subscription.
Oh.
It was like 1 a.m. by that point, so it was super my bedtime, but I'm like, hey. Here.
He got 45 more minutes.
He did, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, like, I was, I don't know, it was such a bummer. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like, I don't know.
I'll give you my Prime subscription when you make affiliate.
Whoa, wow.
I'll give you like the 0.01 cent of
It's
revenue.
$3, but first you have
Oh,
to
wow.
yeah, but you have to exceed the service fee, which I think is like $80 or something. So if you can exceed $80 within a year, then you can actually make some amount of profit.
$100.
Is it 100? Okay, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I have not yet hit my first 100. I don't know where I am. I'm sure I'll hit there soon, cause like every now and then.
Nice, that's
there's
awesome.
Something, but
There's this one streamer that I follow who did a birthday subathon, right? Where for every subscription he increased his timer by 7.5 minutes. He ended up streaming for 220 hours.
Oh my god.
oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Over 10 days, he did 220 hours, which meant only 20 hours of his life were not streamed. It was, fucking buck wild. I was there at the very end, right? And he was just dead. Like, he does VR chat, right? So you only see him as an avatar, but even, like, the glassy eyes of his avatar looked like fucking dead, like ready to just fall over and die. I was like, bud, get some sleep, please. I'm begging you. So, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because I'm old or what, but I wouldn't be able to do like even a 24-hour stream.
I think I could do it.
Like 10 days of streaming.
I know. Like, I think for some of that time, he was just, like straight up, like, in VR chat, like, in-game cam pointed at his avatar, but he was just lying down asleep.
People are just gonna tune in to watch you guys sleep.
I mean, like...
He's gonna wake up and see he has, like, 5 more days to stream.
Yeah! No, like, dead ass. There was one time where I signed in and he was at, like, 2 hours, and I was like, oh, dope, we're done. He's finishing up, right? And I checked back, like, an hour later, and it's at, like, 20 hours, and I'm like, what happened? What the fuck?
What if he just ended up being, like, cursed to be always streaming?
I mean, then I guess he's always getting paid, so it's fine.
First
Yeah,
to
but,
be
like-
always streaming. That sounds like that's like such a.
Add another 40 days to his sentence.
I actually...
It's like a Black Mirror episode.
No, like, it kind of is, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
there's actually this, there's this cyberpunk dystopian game that I played called, Valhalla, right? Where one of the characters in it was a live streamer who just streamed every moment of her life, actually, not just waking moment. And that was her character. Just anytime she showed up, she was literally always performing to an audience, like, no matter what. And, like, I don't know. It's just... I never finished that game, but, like, I have to imagine there's some payoff there, because, like, that can't be a, like, healthy thing for a person, I guess. So,
I mean,
yeah.
if somebody's, like, that addicted to, like, drawing notice from other people, then, like, if it's all they think about, then I guess it wouldn't be a problem for them. But,
Well, yeah, in
I
some
mean, most people
cases...
aren't wired that way.
it might not be about attention, especially in the game world of this game, right? It
Well, I
could
don't
be
know the lore, but yeah.
it could be a matter that, like, that's literally the amount of, like, content she needed to make enough money to survive, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. They never go into that, but that wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, Josh, that's why people usually set caps to their subathons. Like smart people, like they set upper limits. But this guy did not. So it conceivably could have gone on forever. There were people who were like,
so it lasted like 10 days in total.
Yep, 10 days. Yeah, and there were people who were like, hey, just put a cap. Like, we won't be upset. Like, just put a cap. And he's like, no. He's like, no, I started this.
No,
I'm gonna see it through.
Do you know how many subs he had at the beginning and then
I-
by the end?
I don't know subs because that's not like... Oh, you know what? No, because he had a counter in the bottom right corner. I think he finished with like 846 subs. So if, I mean, you think about that, if that's $3 each, that's like $2,500 in 10 days of work. That's not bad. I think he also like doubled his follower count during this time, which is pretty wild. He doesn't have a huge amount. He's at like 2K followers right now. The account is OK Kuro, if you're curious. He just does VR chat stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's wild the thing people do on this internet, isn't it? Pretty crazy.
I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised, but like, you can just stream chat. You can just stream VR chat, and people care about that. People want to
Yeah.
watch that.
So yeah,
Wild.
honestly, Jess, like I kind of didn't get it at first either, but
Mhm.
like OK Kuro in particular, right? Like I don't know, he has this kind of like charm to him. It helps that his avatar is very cute and his graphics are very well optimized. And he just, I don't know, has a very positive attitude, is very friendly. Like, I don't know, I remember when I followed his account, right? He's
Mhm.
like, he thanked me for the follow, and he said, "Oh, I like the color of your name." Like, just such a small, little comment. It was literally the only information he had about me, but somehow, like, I don't know, it just connected with me. I was like, oh shit, you're right.
How
Like,
do you spell it?
it's okay, the word OKAY, and then Kuro, KURO, all one word.
He's live.
Yeah, no shit, he's live every fucking day.
I made a boat. I think it might be done. Well, no, actually not true, because there's nowhere to sit in the middle room. Hang on.
Oh,
Gotta
you
have
know
the
what?
sits.
Josh, right now he is doing his No Friends Friends Club meeting, which is a weekly meeting with the community. So I don't know what they're doing right now.
Favorite flavor of ice cream? What VR headset do you have? What's your favorite video game?
I don't know, they're just doing some social game or whatever. But yeah, Jess, some of the streams literally are just talking with chat, right? And yeah, people show up for that, which is kind of crazy. But he does other stuff too. He does like dance streams, and he does like Q&As, and he does like games, and he does like like stuff with like other people, and like I don't know, that you could do a lot in VR chat, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, there are some streams. There's the just chatting category where yeah, people literally just like talk.
Yeah, like I
That for
figure.
miniature painting, nobody tuned in.
Uh yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, I guess I'll say.
World. Can
What's
we go
that?
to RuneScape in VR?
Literally, Josh, if we didn't get caught up in all the mall bullshit, that was the next thing I was gonna suggest. Literally, that was the next thing I was gonna suggest, was that we go to a RuneScape world.
They have to. I haven't searched for them, but like it has to exist.
Oh yeah, like for sure. Yeah, no, yeah, bud. Like I super want to go to like Lumbridge or Varrock or whatever in VR. That would kick ass. Are you kidding?
I have like 10 or 12 Warcraft worlds.
I want to go to a Warcraft world.
They have to have RuneScope.
RuneScape.
The issue is it is far too narrow to put literally anything in here. Oh well.
You know, Jess, I was admiring your economy of space, right? And how you were able to make so many like passages and stuff like very efficient and small. But yeah, that does have a consequence, doesn't it? And that is that you are limited in the amount of detailing you can do.
Yeah, that's okay. It's still quite detailed. And I added some stuff upstairs. There's like some little knobs and instruments.
You just gotta get creative. Which you are very good at. But yeah. That's all I have to say. Oh, so I was thinking about something, right? So the obsidian domain is now in the sky, right? It is here. It is in the world now, right?
Mhm.
So I was thinking, the obsidian domain, right? That island, that castle, it came from the old world, right? The old server, right? I've told you guys this
The
story.
old country. Yeah.
The old country. Yeah, I've told you guys this story, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I think I came across that today when I was lost, and I was wondering if that was the ancient wonder that you had previously
Yeah.
discussed.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have that world file, right? Like I have the file for that entire world, and I just extracted the little island portion of it, right? And this is something I think I will actually do, unlike the Scar World thing, right? I actually do want to do this. Is I want to put a portal in our overworld that leads to the old world, right?
That'd be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
like old school RuneScape.
Yes! See, Jess, you get it. It's exactly like old school RuneScape, for sure. I would set a world border, right,
Mhm.
so that it couldn't be explored further. But like everything that was ever built there and is still
Yeah.
there can be, explored and shit. And I was thinking about it, right? Like one thing I was playing with the idea of doing was like building like a cool like puzzle temple, and if you solved it, you got access to the portal or something, right? But what I think I actually want to do, I think this would actually be pretty funny, is if I put the portal inside Lars's castle, right? Or like, if I build a corridor or something to put it in, right?
Mhm.
And then where it would teleport you to in the old world is where Lars's castle is in the old world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But in the old world, I use World Edit to just carve out a giant crater where his castle used to be.
Right. That's a
Right,
cool idea.
right. So it's like it got teleported out of one and into
Yeah.
the other. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
So I'd have to fuck around with World Edit a little bit more to build the crater, but that wouldn't be a huge issue. So yeah, and then if you ever wanted to check out the old world, you'd have to fly up to the island and take the portal through, but, that's fine. It's not like it's something that needs to be conveniently accessible or anything.
Mhm.
Also, so I mentioned this in the post, right? But it was with my, like, stupid prosy writing, right? So I want to be clear about it. You could build on that island.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not sacred. It's not untouchable. You can build up there.
That
I
sounds
think,
neat.
yeah, I think it could be a very... I'm very interested in what kind of builds could be made up there. I think there's a lot of, potential that you don't usually get in Minecraft.
Mhm.
So yeah, I want to,
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I looked at so when I saw, I don't remember what I was trying to do, but like I was looking at the world generation options and I saw floating islands and I was like, oh dope, that sounds awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then like I opened it up and it kind of wasn't,
Yeah.
because they're like, I mean, it's like impossible to get around in early game, and like, if you went in creative, like they're not even that neat. You may as well just build like a custom floating island or whatever. But like, yeah, like I like that there is a floating island that also has a ground.
Yes.
Is what I mean. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just really cool that, like, when you're up on that island, it just feels like you're in the overworld, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's nothing remarkable about it when you're on there. But you walk and walk and walk, and then you reach the edge and you just look down and you're like, oh, I'm 150 blocks off the ground.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool to go into, like, the caves, too, in that island, for the same reason, right? Because it's like, ooh, I'm underground, there's ore and caves and stuff. And
yeah,
then, like,
but then maybe.
it just opens up to the bottom, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it's really neat. Yeah, so, it is an option, I guess is what I'll say. Like, if you want to build there, just consider it. Like, yeah, you can. It's not a sacred thing. It's not untouchable. Like, you could do that. I think it would be cool. If it's, whatever. If you're not interested in it, that's chill. That's fine. It's just chilling up there. It's not going anywhere. So, yeah. And if you're interested in island builds, there is still the danger dimension, which is a floating... It's a modified floating islands world, right?
Oh, what does that mean?
So I actually used a data pack to generate that world, right? So it doesn't use vanilla terrain generation. It uses a data pack that's specifically for the creation of floating islands, right?
Sweet.
And the person who made the data pack asserted that their generation was much better and more interesting than vanilla floating islands. And I'm inclined to agree. I think it looks really nice. It's still like not like ideally what I was going for with that world, but it's close enough.
Mhm.
And I don't know how to
Yeah.
fucking write world generation code, so it's fine. So yeah, if you're interested in fucking around with islands and stuff, that is also an option. Though it is, as the name implies, set to hard
Dangerous.
mode. Yeah, it is dangerous.
Rob, look at my stream real quick.
No. Well, I'm gonna sign out because I'm in a dark place. Yeah, let's see. Oh wow! Look at you. That's so cute.
Animated leaves going on there.
I love it. I love it. Wow, wow, wow.
Wait, yeah, hang on, let me see. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like your theme.
Yeah.
Very blunt message. The stream is
Stream is ending.
Get out!
Leave me in peace.
Leave this place, for naught remains for you. Hey Jess, do you want me to draw a tarot card for you?
Sure.
Okay. Here, hold on. I have to do this in person. And by in person, I mean in Minecraft in person.
Yeah.
Are you still at the riverboat?
Yep.
Okay. I'm at the riverboat. Oh my gosh. I got like a huge lag spike as I jumped off to come to your boat.
Oh no.
My computer's like, this boat, it's too much.
Yeah, weird. I only use 2 armor stands.
Oh no, it's just that my computer does that sometimes. It's not actually related to your boat.
Oh, okay.
Hi, can I talk to you about the occult?
Absolutely. Oh man, there's a problem here.
What's the problem here?
It's in the way. Can't see nothing. There, now I can see your face.
I see. Okay. Okay, alrighty. So I don't think I need to necessarily go through the whole spiel that I gave to
Yes.
Josh. Right? You get the idea. I need your energy, Jess. I need your psychic energy right now, okay?
And you shall have it.
This is so important. Oh, I crave that energy. I can't do an accurate drawing without as much of your psychic focus and energy. Did you just punch me?
Yeah, I was giving you my energy.
Oh, okay. That's the best way to transfer energy, is to just sock someone in the fucking face. Okay. So I need you to hold in your head, hold in your heart, a specific question you would like guidance on. Do not expect an answer to your question, as the tarot does not provide answers. It only provides a means for you to reflect on yourself. Do you understand?
Yup.
Okay. Alrighty. I can feel your energy. I can feel your focus. I'm going to begin spanning through the deck. You tell me when to stop, and I will cut the deck and thus seal your fate. Okay, I am beginning. You tell me when you would like me to stop. Take as long as you need.
Now,
Okay. An interesting choice. And thus your card has been chosen. Let us see what it is. You have drawn... Uh-oh. Oh, no, that one's not bad. Okay, for a second, thought it was the Tower. Nope, you got the Emperor. That's a very... That's actually, yeah, that's not a bad one at all. That's a major arcana. Let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what insights we can draw out of the Emperor.
By the way, I don't know what you're using to look the things up, but there's an app called Galaxy Tarot that I really recommend.
Oh, yeah, so, I have a book. I have a
Aha!
cute little handbook. This deck is called The Wild Unknown, right?
Mhm.
I love it. This is actually technically Chandler's deck.
Mhm.
But I think at this point I use it more often than she does.
No, that's awesome.
But it's okay. We both give this deck our shared energy, so it, you know, it works. It's fine. But yeah, so I read my little descriptions from this book. Because I am not skilled enough in tarot to know what all of the cards do.
No, same. I'm like
fully. Like, I have a
I still
vague
haven't memorized them
idea,
all.
yeah, of how a lot of them work. But yeah, this is
Same. I get you.
kind of where I get it from. So the Emperor is represented by protection, stability, and the Father. It is the fourth major arcana. The Emperor is the Father. He's the... oh, wait, hold on. There we go. The Emperor is the Father. He's the tarot's perfect counterpart to the Empress. He represents the side of you that's protective, decisive, and truly stable. He brings clarity of mind, and this in turn leads to actions or decisions. Sometimes this card is literal and points to a paternal relationship in your life. At other times, it suggests reconnecting with the part of you that stands strong and tall and knows just what to do. With help from the sun, the Emperor can see for miles and miles. Okay,
No,
cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's like exactly what I needed.
All right, yeah. Stability, clarity, decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's some very good stuff.
All right. So
Yeah,
whatever.
very in line with what I was, asking about, I guess.
I understand. Whatever your question was, may the Emperor provide you guidance and peace in your ways. All right, that's all I got. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's right there.
Actually, what I really, really want on this server, I don't have a vibe machine. I want to turn this one into a vibe machine.
What
I don't
is that?
a jukebox with music discs. Do you have any music discs in the thing?
We have a couple in Enthusia, yeah.
Oh heck yeah! Gonna have to raid that in a second. I'm gonna
we
take one of my
have-
hard-earned diamonds here.
We have every music disc
Yeah.
somewhere.
So you can't play Pig Step on stream.
Really? Is Lena
Yeah.
Rain gonna come get me?
Yeah. So oddly enough, it's a thing. So the goal of Minecraft music is like you're supposed to be able to not you're supposed to be able to use any of it for Minecraft related content. But there's something odd with the pig step thing, and it's gotten people in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yep. But all the other ones, you're fine.
Good to know.
All right. Got one.
Oh my gosh!
Fly to Thesia.
Slaith, hello! Hello! You're here!
And then
it's so good
we
to
will
see
have
you.
a true party on the party boat.
I hope you're having a really good night. How's it going?
I unironically love the
Wait, do you want me to
Minecraft
get
musics.
Do you want me to get you music discs?
Oh, I'm fine there.
Hold on.
They're in the storage, right?
There are some for sure there are some in storage. But I think give me just a second to hunt around cuz I think I can find you I think I can find you some more music discs.
I'm poking around.
Yo, what? You got the night off?
A
Fuck
lot
yeah.
better sorted
Let's
than-
go. What are you doing, baby? I got a fucking vodka soda. Let's go. Oh my
I don't know
gosh!
what they would be.
Catherine's here too! My two best friends, Catherine and Sylph. Slythe, I actually don't know how to
Oh, I
pronounce
found
your name.
it. I found
But you're both here, and
a
I
lot
love
of
that.
copies of 13, but I
You got
did
any
find
big
Cat,
pins?
which is very important. And
Yes.
Maul.
Yeah,
Like,
Catherine's
alright.
in my stream now, Josh.
Catherine, I did stream. It's fancy now.
Yeah, that's true. Josh, do you save your VODs?
I think I forget what the time is, but yeah, they stay up on my channel for a little bit.
Yeah, Catherine, check Josh's VOD. He has a new theme.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah. All right, so Jess,
Mhm.
these music discs used to live in the Hobbit hole, which I actually kind of love this house, right? Because it's just a tiny little like spruce house, but it lives under Jacob's industrial highway. So to me, and I don't think I realized this when I was building it, to me it has the energy of like a house that was built under like a highway overpass or
Oh
something.
man.
And it's just like I even tried to give it like this overgrown look, so I planted like wheat on the roof and I put like vines on it, but it just makes it look like it's like covered in weeds and shit. So like I kind of love it
I like
actually.
it.
Yeah, it's great.
That's cute.
I want to move into it.
You should. It's the interior is actually pretty nice. I built it forever ago, but I'm actually kind of happy with it. But the point is, the Hobbit Hole had every music disc that was available at the time, back in like
Ah.
1.10 or whatever the fuck. But I have a feeling that these discs would have a better home at the party boat.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just making a cabinet for them now, or by cabinet I mean a barrel on the floor.
No, that's a cabinet. Yeah, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
A cabinet.
Here, I'm donating these to the cause. Oh, you did find the ones in Thesia.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't take 13 because 13 is just emptiness.
Oh, sure. Hey, I mean,
I
emptiness
love
could
Cat,
be a
though.
emptiness could be a vibe too, honestly.
Oh, there's Chirp. I love Chirp.
I have one disc in my mushroom farm
Yeah?
house, but I don't know which kind of like what it is.
Where did it come from?
Chandler gave it to me like 5 years ago.
Well, because she's
Whatever.
actually
I
she's
think it
the
was
one.
when discs were new.
Chandler's the one who took the initiative on building our disc farm.
Ah,
That's so actually, yeah. If you want to trace sort of the line of ownership far back enough, Jess, that pile of discs that I just gave you, were farmed by Chandler.
Nice.
At her hand. They were collected. So, I've got Catherine and my good friend Slith. I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce it. I think it's Slith. In chat right now. So, Cat or Slith, if either of you want a tarot reading, I just did it for Josh and Jess. So, I'm doing tarot readings now. I have a whole deck of cards and I love doing them. So,
I'm a struggling writer, says the Son of Cups.
yeah. No. The Son of Cups actually says that you are a very successful writer, but with a tortured soul.
Well, part of that
Like
is true.
Zuko.
Also, I don't know necessarily what your question was about, so it might not necessarily apply to you. But Josh, I think you make a fantastic Son of Cups. I think you're very emotional and sensitive. And yeah, Jess got the Emperor, which I think is a very powerful card.
No, it's like exactly what I needed because I've been exactly the opposite of the Emperor, and I was like, hey, so like, life, is that like gonna be cool?
Yeah, we good.
And it's like Emperor, and I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. We're good.
You're like, hey yo, the stability, clarity, decision-making machine is out of order right now, and the tarot said, no the fuck it's not.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
the,
baby.
the chair is like, yeah, no, when you need it, it'll be
Your,
here.
your
Alright,
cup,
cool.
your cup runneth over with clarity, my
Heck
emperor.
yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, you know what? It's time for chirp.
Jess, I heard if you put pig step in a jukebox, my entire computer just fucking explodes.
Yep.
Pig
Yo.
step?
Pig step, yeah.
Is it like dubstep, but with
It's
better
Where'd it
oinkage?
go? Here it is.
So Pig Step is a music disc that was added in the 1.16 update, and it is only obtainable via Piglin bartering, which is very cool. It has a rare drop rate. It was composed by Lena Rain, who is the composer who did the entire soundtrack for Celeste, which, holy shit, has like the best soundtrack of any fucking game I've played. Celeste fucking kicks ass, you guys. It's such a
I've
good
never
game.
heard of it.
Are
What is
you?
it?
Wait, like you've never heard of the game Celeste?
No.
Are you
It's
for
a
real?
brand of microwavable pizza, but
Wait,
that's
What?
the only context with which I'm familiar with that name.
Josh, I'm reeling. I literally just fell off of the party barge because I'm so surprised. Wait, is it? Hold on. Okay, we need to unpack a few things right now. It's a brand of frozen pizza?
Yeah, Celeste. Search Celeste microwavable pizza.
Celeste Pizza, authentic Italian pizza for one. Oh shit! Wait, yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I know this motherfucker. I know this lady. For sure, I do.
Is it the same person? Or the same? Is it related to the game?
I, Josh, I can't right now because I'm now imagining the protagonist of Celeste, but like instead, it's the lady on the pizza box.
I danced so hard I fell right off the dock.
Like just a mod that replaces Madeline with like this lady on the pizza box.
Hey, they had a lot of weird indie games at E3 this year. You never know.
Oh, dude, I never thought they would drop the Celeste pizza game. Turns out it's a real fucking good platformer.
Gonna be huge.
Gonna be huge. Game of the year. Oh, wow. Yeah, Josh, right here. This lady right here. New protagonist of Celeste.
It's the jump and shoot platformer where
Jump
she
and
just throws her pizza like a disc weapon.
Yes! Josh, I'm gonna make an indie game called Celeste, but it's gonna be a jump and shoot platformer about this lady, and everyone's gonna be really pissed off at me. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, so Josh, not like the pizza, I guess is the bottom line there. Yeah, it's a really great game.
What type of game is it?
It's a pixel platformer that I would say is characterized by challenge, right? As so many pixel platformers are, right?
Uh-huh.
But the challenging aspect of the game is central to its narrative, I guess, is how I would put it. It's really beautiful. It's a fantastic game. It's very meaningful to me. And I mean, if you have any plans on playing it, like, I don't want to give too much away. So I would just say it's great. It's absolutely worth like the $10 or whatever. It took me like, I don't know, 8 hours to finish or something. It's not super long.
This one's a swimming song, by the way.
Yeah.
If you swim to it, it's better.
Is this from like the... No, this wouldn't be from the aquatic update, right?
This is far.
Okay. It is a swimming song though, you're right.
It feels like one. Yeah.
Yeah. Are cauldrons waterloggable?
It doesn't look. Well, I don't. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, right? You try to waterlog it, but you just fill the
Hang on.
cauldron up with water. That would be fucked up, actually. What?
Okay.
Wait.
What
Is
am I
water?
looking at
Did
right
we
now?
did we just prove that water was wet or something? Like,
What the fuck? Hold on, try filling up another bucket and putting it, like fill the, yeah, and now fill up the bucket with more water. Yeah, and now do it again?
nothing.
Nothing, right? Jess, I got nothing. I got nothing, bud. I can't with this.
Yeah.
So the bucket doesn't have water unless you, or the cauldron doesn't have water unless you go down with the bucket and put water in it.
Correct.
Yeah,
You
and then
can
it
make
has a
sense of
separate
that.
layer of water.
You can make sense of that in whatever way you.
It's like Goo Lagoon in SpongeBob. It's the same logic. Just don't ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. The Minecraft cauldron is
Fire
Goo
works
Lagoon.
underwater until you call attention to it.
Yeah, exactly. This is fantastic, you guys. I fucking love video games. I love video games so
too.
much, just because of shit like this.
Rob, that reminds me, I checked. They do have RuneScape worlds.
Buddy, of course
As
they
in
do.
several.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, shaders.
why did you just
Sorry,
say?
I just remembered shaders existed, and I'm gonna take pictures of the party boat.
Sometimes I just remember that Willow exists, and I have a similar reaction.
Oh
How
wait,
could
hang
you
on. We gotta
forget?
change the song first.
Oh, I love old Captain Jenkins.
Oh, isn't he great? Dan!
Is Dan here?
He said, "Hi, I'm still awake."
Where did he? What? Where did he say that?
In general.
General Dan.
General Dan?
General Dan.
Good, he'll get my reference.
Just yeah, when he comes in, just say the reference,
Yeah.
and he'll be like, "Oh, gotcha. That's from whatever the fuck it was you
Yeah,
said."
he'll be like, "Oh yeah, from Paul."
Dan. Oh my gosh, Dan hype.
This is usually when Dan finishes up dinner.
Did I already put on Mole?
It's true. No, I don't think you put on Maul. Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the hole. Oh, wow. Can you fit like a bed down here? That would be real cozy.
Potentially.
Like a bunk.
The thing is that I don't think the floor is tall. Maybe if I put it exactly right here. Because otherwise I don't think the ceiling's tall enough for that to work properly.
Oh, sure.
But hang on, I have one just chilling out here that I can
I don't know,
grab.
just throwing it out there. I think it would be real cozy.
No, yeah. No, I want a place to sleep around here. Oh, I
Ooh,
forgot how much I like this one.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I haven't listened to Maul in a while. Yeah, you really are limited in your ability to add any more detail into this middle level, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like it though. I think the kelp looks great. It's kind of like curtains.
Mm-hmm. I love kelp. It's one of my favorite blocks.
I feel like it's very underused.
Same.
I
B-Dubs
have
actually
never seen
recently.
that before.
Yeah, B-Dubs made a video recently, about different uses for kelp and stuff, and I think hopefully it will see more use now because he's quite relevant.
Is he a big kelp stan?
No, he doesn't really like the block, but he wanted to challenge himself to use it.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
In my opinion, he's one of the best Minecraft builders there is.
Really?
Yeah, I've learned a whole lot from it. Actually, the Wizard's Whiskers is inspired by a base of his, or by a building of his in Hermitcraft Season 7.
Gotcha.
Like a similar color scheme, sort of, and overall like Tudor style. Yeah, one of the best best builders ever, as far as I know.
Oh my gosh, you're right here, Jess. He's the second best builder.
Aw.
First best is Willow.
That's
What is
reasonable.
Willow built? But she can't even do.
Oh, Willow has a
basic
private.
house.
Willow has a private server. Yeah. She doesn't even let me on it. It's very exclusive.
Oh yeah. I can't remember what stall is. Oh, it's the jazz one.
Ah, all right. I parkour on top of onto the top of the boat.
Parkour.
Fuck. Parkour.
You might be able to.
I actually might be able to. I could do a Halo 3 crouch jump.
Yeah, it's if you get the momentum and do the elytra jump, you probably can.
Oh, what? Is that like an actual parkour move?
Well, have you ever noticed if you're just running and you're doing the elytra jump, like you can sometimes get up
like,
really high?
Yeah, it lowers your like hitbox.
Yeah, like this. Like I just jumped up like what I couldn't have jumped before, right?
Okay.
Lay in hand. If I'm just on flat ground, whoop. And if I keep going, see, look.
Whoa.
And I'm just elytra jumping. I'm not.
You're
I'm just spamming spacebar.
You're definitely getting more horizontal distance, but oh yeah, it does look like you're getting more
Wait.
height.
Yeah. See.
Whoa. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, never more than a couple blocks, but like more than you can jump, right? Like, look.
Whoa! That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a Mario 64 triple jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me. I'm not gonna go from up high. I'm gonna only stay on this.
Yeah, hold on. I want to try this now.
Oh, I didn't get a good one that time.
All right, let's see. I feel like I'm not getting it.
No, not yet. You gotta like really spam jump. There we go. Whoop. Up.
I kind of got it. Where should I be angling my head?
Hard to describe. Hang on, because I'm kind of moving with it, like as if I'm.
Can I look up
doing
like
it, and I almost lean with my whole body, like when I do this. It's like hard to describe.
Can I look up like a pro gamer video about this?
Yo, I don't know. I just taught myself to do this. It's not like pro gamer moves or
I'm just
anything.
gonna look up elytra jumping.
Maybe I'm accidentally really, really good.
You actually
at
hold on. You
parkour.
might actually I think you might just have busted this game wide open. Because I looked up elytra jumping and I found top 5 elytra tricks and tips. Okay. And then I found a video
Probably
called
in one of those.
Elytra Bounce. Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably it.
How to get and use an elytra in Minecraft. I already knew that. I got like
Ooh,
30 of
like-
them.
I can probably hit the top of one of these lampposts if I get it just right. No, this one wasn't very good. Oh, I'm out of food. You have to be like sprint running too.
Okay. I don't know what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, if you're like sprinting and you jump a couple times, you can get it.
This guy went from walking at a dead stop to flying with the elytra like on top of a giant hill.
Did he use a rocket?
No.
Oh. Well, because I also learned I learned this from a Grian stream, or from a stream that Grian was also on. Other people were streaming, that like if you want to change direction, you have to use like rockets very fast. Like
Night, Catherine. Thank you so
if,
much for
if
stopping
you watch me in the
by.
sky, I can
Take
try
care,
to
friend.
demonstrate. I'm not like, oh, it's also gonna thunderstorm, so we should actually probably sleep. It's
No, yeah,
very
I know.
very
I know what you're
dangerous.
talking about with the rockets. So
Yeah.
basically, what rockets do is they will move you at a fixed speed. For
Yeah.
like a certain, like, yeah, like literally a fixed speed, no matter what, no matter where you're pointing, right, for a certain duration based on the fuse of the rocket. So actually, if you are looking to maximize distance, the best way to use a rocket is to point it straight up and to let it push you up for the duration of its flight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know when I'm low on rockets, I just go up and try to glide.
Yeah. Yeah, you let the rocket take you up as much as you can. And then you just glide out
Get
the
all
rest.
these fellers.
Look at all these chickens.
The Dan's coming.
He's taken his... Oh, I did
What?
it! I did the Elytra jump!
Yeah!
For like a second. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Whoop! Oh, look at this one.
Whoa! That's such a
I
big
went
Elytra jump!
above everything. And then if you can kind of keep up the momentum. Like, see, I pointed myself upwards. Like, okay, I think what I'm doing where I'm pointing myself is like, if you watch, pretend that I'm also jumping. I'm like, jump up, woo, and then I point down, and then I jump, woo.
Okay,
And like I'm bouncing with my head almost too.
kind of what I was doing.
And I honestly just did this because I don't even know if it's faster. It's probably not, but like just being impatient and just going places, I'm just like zoom. Like, whoo, I jumped to the top of this hill.
I don't know, Jess. This might be some new tech. This might be cutting edge Elytra tricks.
Can you jump to the top of the hill?
No, I can't. Absolutely not.
I just proved it's possible. You can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna give this literally one more try. Because
Alright.
I feel like you're gaslighting me.
Oh, ah! Okay, that one it came a little short.
Nah. I just don't have... I just don't got the Elytra magic, like they say in the biz.
Oh, I hit the wall. I thought this was a known trick of the business.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it has
mean,
some
maybe-
other name.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna make it this one. Oh, damn it! See, sometimes you hit into the carpet as if it's a wall. Because you hit that exact, like, one...
Jess, that looked so
Hitbox.
fucking funny to me, because, when you were descending, like, I guess your animation was busted, so your character wasn't, like, facing forward. Like, they weren't, like, they weren't in the flying position. It looked like they were just walking.
Oh, it's funny.
Which was very funny.
Oh, here we go. Oh, tall. It's really hard to do consistently.
Okay, I think both Catherine and Slith left my stream. Either you still there? I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it.
Rate someone.
Oh my gosh, it's literally just me. I'm not gonna.
Rate them with yourself.
I'm still watching it.
Oh, pillagers! Beware! Many foes. They're in the fishing booth.
Uh-oh. dangerous foes.
Yeah.
Do
Hey,
you
stay away from my boat.
Do you need some milk?
I haven't
Oh,
killed any yet.
he needs some milk.
He needs some milk. All right, I'm ending the stream. Bye.
Stay away from my boat.